Hare Krishna, dear devotees. A very warm welcome to all the devotees, to all the assembled devotees. We heartily welcome you to the Vyaspuja celebration of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki Jai. We'll give it a few more minutes. We'll let some other devotees to join and then we'll start. Hari Bol Dandavats. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. A very warm welcome to the 75th Vyas Puja celebration of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Very, very, very grateful to all the devotees for coming together. Today is such a blessed day. Just give me 1 second. We can all think about the time before His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj came into our life. I'm not sure about everyone, but at least my life was very, very, very different. And Maharaj brought such a revolution, such a big change by his coming into my life, by his teachings, by everything that he has done. So this blessed day of Vyasa Puja is the day we remember our Guru Maharaj, the day we unabashedly thank our Guru Maharaj without any reservations. We worship our Guru Maharaj, we thank our Guru Maharaj, we offer our gratitude for all that he has done. We glorify our Guru Maharaj to our heart's content. What a blessed day, what a beautiful day it is. And how nice it is to celebrate this in the presence of such an august assembly, such a wonderful assembly. So, yes, this is the day we, with all of our heart, we express our gratitude. साक्षात् हरित्वेन समस्त शास्त्रेर उक्तस्तथा भाव्यते एव सद्भिः किंतु प्रभोर्य प्रिय एव तस्य वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम. Our Guru Maharaj is Krishna manifesting as an external instructing guru, initiating guru, and about a revolution in our lives. And today we are all gathered to offer our respects, our humble obeisances, and our gratitude to him. Without further ado, let us start with uh, let us start with our offerings to His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Haribol. 75th Vyas Puja Mahamotsav ki jai. May I call upon Prashant Prabhu to start with his offering? Do we have Prashant Prabhu on the line? Can we start with his offerings, please? Prashant Prabhu?
Really, Abhishek Prabhu is there. Till the time Prashantu comes, the
Yes,
next
Prabhu.
person.
Definitely, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधनाथ स्वामी Hare Krishna. So it's my fortune that I'm able to offer my heartfelt offerings to Gurudev in this auspicious day where all the wonderful Vaishnavas are assembled here. So am I audible, Prabhuji? Like, is it audible for the
Yes, Prabhu,
Vaishnava?
you're clearly audible, Prabhu. Clearly audible, clearly visible as well. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. So it's the first time when I heard from Gurudev was around in 2013 when my so my facilitator, my guide, who gave the lecture of my spiritual master that time, because I was very poor in my English. So he told me, Prabhu, you hear these lectures, you can learn English. So now I'm understanding that was a brilliant trap for me to elevate myself from the so much of material desires and so many of my material plans. I came to association just for like, okay, wonderful association, wonderful material benefits, so I can be happy peaceful here with association. But when I started hearing from Maharaj, it's on 2013, exactly 12 years before when I started hearing, it was really transformative. So I never considered the path of spirituality can be like this. Always I felt the spiritual leaders or whomever I seen or heard, always some kind of like because we are myself is from South India, especially from Kerala and other part of the southern Karnataka. So where lot of I've seen how the spiritualists are generally they consider themselves superior, and they consider others are fallen souls, and they showed some kind of social hierarchy. I'm the top, and everyone has to follow me, and all these kind of things we have seen personally also. I have seen, but when I started hearing from Guru Maharaj, it was top to like everything got topsy turvy. Means as we go higher and higher and higher in our spiritual ladder, we become better and better and better servant. So that concept was like really changed my perspective to spirituality. We go higher and higher. The material world we see, all of us have experience. As we go higher, we want to become a better boss and better boss, and controlling more and more subordinates. But Maharaj, in the beginning of the lectures only, like when I started hearing from my third semester of my BTech, so that was very clear point from his side, that better and better devotee we become, the better and better servant of other Vaishnavas we become. So we never become a master. We may never become a what is it? The kind of materialistic think of I'm a big leader or all those. Yes, definitely. When there is a leadership, services comes. One will take such leadership role, such leadership uh, services, post, position, in charges, department heads, all these things one may take up as a service to Krishna, as an offering, as an austerity. It's an austerity. So Maharaj says that all this post, position, and other things is austerity for us, not what do you say, uh, opulence or where we relish and cherish. So these post positions are austerity for a devotee, just for to burden the shoulder of my spiritual master. I have to take this so that I can serve him better, not for the personal relish or not for the personal benefit. So these things, when I started hearing from Maharaj Vani, like it was really striking in my heart that yes, this is a person whom I need to surrender, I need to hear, and I need to follow for the life. So there was no question asked, there was no confusion came that why this person? There are so many people. Definitely, all the other wonderful, great Vaishnavas are there. But the person who I got connected, never there was a question that, oh, should I see another side? No, that thought never came after that. That was my beginning of journey of spiritual life. Before that, I never even considered that, okay, I want Krishna. After hearing from Maharaj, the desire came up. Yes, I also want Krishna. I also want to relish and cherish what this personality is relishing. So that the desire came up. So Maharaj has that potency to imbibe within our heart, imbibe within our core of heart the desire to get Krishna, the desire to find within us that what we are originally we are. All of us are eternally servant of Krishna. And now we have forgotten Krishna, and after that, because we are separated from Krishna, trying to enjoy separated from Krishna in this world, that's why we are suffering. These concepts Maharaj again and again explains in his Vani. Definitely, most of us we know that we don't have a personal association of Maharaj as many of the senior Vaishnavas gets. Senior Vaishnavas in the previous times they used to get. So, but for me, yes, there was not a personal association, but Vani used to be always personally present. When we hear from Maharaj, the Vani was such that, yes, Maharaj is always present with us. He is present with us with his Vani and with his instruction, and those instruction, like along with the representatives of Maharaj who are authority to us, who are our Shiksha Gurus. So with them, he is present with us. He may not be personally present. And later, I had heard so many devotees saying, why Maharaj doesn't give personal association? Why Maharaj reply to our mails? We can't, at least we can, should we get some, like we have a right to get. Like these questions used to be asked before, personal association questions. But Maharaj was always clear. Like, he says, I can give you my association through my Vani. That is always from beginning, it was very, very clear. So then, yes, that's what Maharaj also wants, who is aspiring from. And even the senior leaders of the Maharaj, very senior leaders, and who are associates of Maharaj, I heard from them also many times. They're saying that Yes, if you're really wanting personal association of Guru, then really the physical association, this is not a place. Then hearing all those things for years together, then currently it is like, yes, we have to serve Maharaj the where Maharaj wants us to serve in our wherever the local temple we are in, and serving our authorities there, pleasing them. That's what pleasing to Maharaj. So that was very clear to me after, like, it took a lot of years to understand. Yes, definitely. But now I'm very happy that where I'm staying and I'm serving, and aspiring that Maharaj will soon give his mercy to me. So it was, I was thinking, okay, I'll hear from other Vaishnavas. My slot was on 6:45. So suddenly it came up, so I could not get a proper flow to speak. But still, Maharaj is always inspiration and life and soul for my spiritual growth and advancement in my spiritual life. So thank you, Prabhu, and thank you for giving this opportunity for me to share something on my connection with my spiritual master. So thank you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you very much, Prabhu. Thank you very much for your heartfelt offerings, Prabhu. Very grateful to you. My request to all the devotees is, in order to enable us maximum devotees to be able to present their offerings, let us limit our offerings to 3 minutes. It's a very humble request. Rash Krishna Prabhu, who do we have next? Do we have Prashant Prabhu ready?
Yes, Prashant is there. Prashant,
Thank you.
you can.
Hare
Hare Krishna. So I'm very grateful for giving me an opportunity to offer to Maharaj.
Prashant Prabhu, can you
Hare
please
Krishna.
speak closer to the mic?
Am I audible? No? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
you're audible, Prabhu.
Yeah,
Thank you, Prabhu. Haribo.
yeah, yeah. So, so Maharaj plays a very important role in my spiritual life. So recently, when we were going to Vrindavan, Vatikish Prabhu told us to read Forest of Grace. It was it was again new experience, which after long time I was reading Journey Home Vrindavan, how Maharaj met various personalities, and if we see now whatever Maharaj experienced during those days, now he is sharing those experiences by exemplifying what he has learned. Ranade Pisunichena, the Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. So wonderful association Maharaj got, and he was told that only one who is Ranade Pisunichena will be able to chant the holy name. So Maharaj personally exemplifies those qualities, and uh, and throughout his journey, how he was seeking for God and asking for directions. So that book was very nice, like which was making me closer to Srila Prabhupada also and Sri Krishna also, because after meeting so many eminent personalities, he came to Srila Prabhupada, and he was so Vrindavan was so heart and soul for him. But when he was told to go to New Vrindavan, because he had accepted Srila Prabhupada, spiritual master, he he could follow those instructions to help us show that only by pleasing Guru and Vaishnavas can we go ahead in spiritual life. So, and also in Kartik Yatra every year, what Maharaj takes is really spiritual nourishment, and how he narrates the pastimes as if it is Maharaj is seeing that those pastimes are narrating to us. And this time also Maharaj went very deep into the how Krishna came back again. Krishna took all the Vajavasis to Golok Vrindavan himself. He came back. So all those very nicely Maharaj was explaining. So, uh, so for me, Maharaj helps me in everyday day-to-day life by helping me to be serious in spiritual life, to actually stand for what I am, what I am pursuing, not just wishy-washy. We should eagerly aspire for what actually we are doing, and we should pursue it. And uh, 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 so Maharaj, uh, yeah. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prashant Prabhu. Thank you for reminding us of the Forest of Grace, the wonderful book Journey Home written by Maharaj. What a beautiful contemplation you had during the Yatra, Prabhu. Thank you very much for sharing your realizations, Prabhu. May I request Deepak, Prabhu, to uh, submit his offering next, to present his offering next, followed by Anjan Prabhu. After that, Abhishek Prabhu can be ready.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Am I audible?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, you are audible.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam to everyone. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. I have written my offering for Vyas Puja book. So I will try to read that only for pleasure of Guru and other Vaishnavas. So, Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my most humble pranam unto your lotus feet. All glories to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami iti namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Dvaramani Pacharine Nirvisesha Shunyadi Pashyate Deshatani. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj. I am not qualified to glorify you, but it is my great fortune to have this opportunity to glorify you on your 75th Vyas Puja day for my purification. I would like to start by thanking you, Guru Maharaj, for giving us so much in terms of your lectures, your personal examples of caring for each other's humility and deep love for Krishna. Well-groomed senior disciples who are always in serving mood and helping us in our spiritual journey. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much. I would like to show my gratitude to Maharaj and glorify him. So recently, me, my wife, and 2 years, my son Sarang, visited Govardhan Eco Village, GV. This is our first visit to Govardhan Eco Village. We heard a lot about this place, and Maharaj, your vision to give Vrindavan experience to the devotees and visitors is amazing. We are truly spellbound by the beauty of this place and the way you guided GV team, and especially His Grace Gaurang Prabhu, to cultivate this place. Gaurang Prabhu, in his lectures, shared so many pastimes with you, Maharaj. Very intimate, and your instruction to him, and so many things. We attended Bhadra Purnima Shravan Utsav lectured by Gaurang Prabhu, and we learned a lot from him, Maharaj. After the last day of lectures, he invited us to his office and very warmly welcomed us. We can't imagine our good fortune that such a senior disciple of yours, Maharaj, who is so elevated and so busy, will spend time with insignificant souls like us. We are so grateful to him and humbled by his behavior. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for building a loving and caring community of devotees. Recently, I was listening to His Grace Vraj Bihari Prabhu's lecture, and he was mentioning that listening to your lectures or key points from Guru's lecture is more important than listening to the pastime of Guru. I am not able to read Srila Prabhupada's books daily and unable to listen to you, Guru Maharaj, daily, praying to your lotus feet for your mercy so that I can be fixed in my sadhana strongly in the mood of servant of the servant. Also, please bless my son Sarang. He is 2 years, so that he can become a nice servant of the servant of Srimati Radharani. We also pray to Lord Narsimdev for your good health, so that you can bestow your mercy to fallen souls like us for many more years. Hare Krishna, Srila Radhanath Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Your aspiring, significant servant, Sarang Dipali and Deepak Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you very much, Prabhu, for sharing your experience, your wonderful experience, and your realizations. Very grateful to you, Prabhu. We would also like to welcome all the devotees who have recently joined to this wonderful Vyas Puja celebration. I would now call upon Anjan Prabhu to share his offering, present his offering, followed by Dinesh Prabhu if Dinesh Prabhu is available. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Hare Krishna devotees. Maharaj, I have been recently hearing offerings from your disciples, thanks to Sudhir Gopal Prabhu and others. They have been giving us daily nectar for the last month or so. And also, I've been listening to offerings from Prabhupada disciples. Um, uh, recently I was in the I was in the Govardhan Yatra, met so many devotees and the Yatra, and through this offering, hearing the offerings and meeting the various devotees, I came to realize that devotees are so much more realized, so much compassionate. Thank you, Maharaj, for coming into my life and sending your disciples into my life. I can't think what my life would have been if devotees didn't enter my life and sustain me through all these, years. I'm praying that I can be in the mood of the servant of the servant of the servant, and always trying to please you and your servants. I heard, Maharaj, that you feel very pained when your disciples don't listen to your lectures, which you have put together and given the lectures with so much hard work. Um, uh, I was not listening to your lectures regularly, Maharaj, but after hearing to devotees saying that you are very pained when your disciples don't listen to your lectures, I have started to listen to your lectures more regularly, Maharaj. I pray that I can be your nice servant, and I can serve you very nicely and please you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Anjan Prabhu. What a wonderful realization you have, Prabhu. May we all take a vow like you, Prabhu, to regularly listen to Guru Maharaj's classes. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hari Bol. May I call upon Dinesh Prabhu to present his offering, followed by Pranavallabi Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu, you are clearly audible. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Namo Bharaya Namaste Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving this opportunity to speak upon on glorification of Maharaj. Even though I was qualified, still this opportunity. I'm very grateful to you all. So actually, Maharaj lectures, as previously just now Anjan Prabhu spoke, Maharaj lectures are like the saviors for the devotees who are practicing Krishna consciousness. I remember in way back in 2014 when I was in dilemma whether to go for Ritviks or go for ISKCON. So during that time, I got a quote of Radhanath Maharaj saying that Guru is not a person who comes between you and Krishna, but rather he is a person who bridges, the gap between you and Krishna. And that one quote itself actually gave me so much clarity that this is a person actually who is completely wanting, all of us to be connected to Krishna and not personally anything. He wants anything for himself. And later, inspired by this particular quote, actually I read Journey Home, and that was like mesmerizing. And then got to know more about the details of how Maharaj came and how ISKCON came into picture and things like that. So I'm very grateful to the devotees who saved me actually from the wrong philosophy where I was initially directed actually, and especially the representative sent by Maharaj. I'm very grateful. Also, actually, Maharaj lectures are amazing. Like today, only I was hearing one lecture of Maharaj. It was Vasant Panchami lecture. Maharaj was describing about the holy festival in Vrindavan, and he was saying that how in Kali Yuga actually things gets corrupted. That anything that begins with nice starting eventually turns out to be a war. So he was saying that even the festival of Holi, which is a festival of gratitude, festival of colors, where each other rejoices in glorifying the other person and decorating the other person and all, but it has become like kind of war and things like that. So that's why then, in order to have a replacement of that and a very graceful festival, Maharaj replaced it by flower festival, and that's how the flower festival came into picture. And first time actually in Chowpatty they did the holy festival with colors only, but Maharaj was saying that they took almost 1.5 month to just clean up actually all the colors. And Maharaj was meditating actually that what way we can replace so that the festival is also celebrated at the same time. the mood in which it is supposed to be celebrated, that also remains. So he brought this concept of flower festival where devotees are showering flowers on each other. So that was extraordinary idea actually. So that is out of concern, out of meditation, and out of keeping the parampara also as it is and not getting deviated. So like that, there are hundreds and thousands of things. Similarly, in the same lecture, Maharaj was describing that how Putana, when she was taking care of Krishna initially, and she was feeding actually her breast milk. So she has actually put that Kalkuta, and that Kalkuta was sufficient to kill more than 1,000 young people actually. What to speak of a 2 days old baby actually. So Krishna actually initially, he was looking so beautiful, and he sucked out, the poison. But then when Putana saw the beautiful face of Krishna, Putana also developed some affection for Krishna, and see that out of that motherly affection, actually, the milk also came out of her breast. And that Maharaj was describing, Krishna took that as the essence, and he started just glorifying. So I was just, meditating that Maharaj is also like that. He just takes, the good in the devotees and just tries to glorify that and magnify it, fan it, so that actually the devotee becomes a very wonderful offering for Krishna. So I'm very grateful to all the devotees. I'm very grateful for the association that Maharaj gives through his yatras, through his lectures, through his personal example, through his devotees, through his projects, through his personal teachings, the way that kind of examples that he sets for everything. For example, he chants, the way he chants actually, sitting amongst the devotees in a very meditative way, very attentive way. In fact, His Grace Gorang Prabhu says that they have never heard Maharaj saying even a single name, calling out of Krishna casually actually. So, like that, there are hundreds and thousands of lessons that we can learn and practice in our own Krishna consciousness. So, I request devotees and request Maharaj that please bless me so that some way I can sincerely try to serve you and serve your devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Dinesh Prabhu, for your blissful smile and wonderful offering, Prabhu. May we learn hundreds and thousands of lessons from Maharaj. Thank you very much for sharing such precious gems, Prabhu. May I call upon Pranu Vallabhi Mataji to please share her offering? And may I request Falguni Mataji to be ready next?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
On this,
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. On this most auspicious occasion, I would like to recount three of Maharaj's most amazing qualities. I'm actually awestruck by these three qualities of Maharaj. The first one is how Guru Maharaj gives himself out to everyone that touches his life at every moment of his life, and his every moment of his life is for others. This is the single most quality that I'm amazed at. The second quality is his absorption in Krishna Katha. Just to listen to him, and hours pass by. Neither does he drink a drop of water, nor are we satiated. So this is the most amazing thing, are his Katha times. The third thing is how he is setting an example. Just like the previous Prabhuji said, he is, whether it is chanting or whether it is narrating Krishna Katha or whether it is guiding people, everything is a personal example. And he's so personal. When somebody approaches him, he's so personal and he's so childlike. So this is so amazing that, at every moment, there is something to learn from his life. So on this momentous and most auspicious occasion, I would also like to remember Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada said, all that you need to know is there in my books. And I think as disciples of His Holiness Radhanath Swami, we can easily conclude that for us who don't have his personal association, I think his instruction, his guidance is there in his lectures. And his blessings are also there. I think it is a very mysterious aspect in our lives, but as in when we hear his lectures, I think his blessings dawn upon us. So this is a personal reflection also. And I want to keep remembering his expectation from all his disciple, which is to be sincere, to be serious, and to have no ulterior motive. So in many, many lectures, Maharaj keeps reiterating this expectation. And I think I would like to definitely follow this. And I urge every one of us that we need to follow this instruction. And the spirit of cooperation is something that Maharaj expects from us. This is the second aspect. And the third aspect is to become a loving family. So, which is a striving that all of us can do. So I think these are the three things I want to keep remembering. And today I want to pray on behalf of my husband, His Grace Makanlal Prabhu, that we become his worthy disciples. We are worthy of following his instructions, and thereby we please him and in every way serve him, serve Srila Prabhupada and the Guru Parampara. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for your very poetic offering, Mataji. Maharaj does not drink a single drop of water, and neither are we satiated. Thank you for sharing your realizations. And may I welcome all the devotees who have recently joined. And may I also thank all the speakers. They are sharing wonderful realizations, and also they are limiting themselves to 3 minutes. Their offerings, so far, none of the devotees have exceeded their 3 limits. This is such a wonderful gesture because we are allowing, by doing this, we are allowing more and more speakers to express their heartfelt gratitude to Maharaj. May I call upon Falguni Mataji to make her offering next, and may I request Siddhartha Prabhu to be ready for the next offering. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Dhanat Pranam. I wish Guru Maharaj a very happy appearance day today. I have always seen and admired Maharaj a lot since childhood and attended all his yatras and always waited the whole year to attend them. My first yatra was the Vrindavan yatra where we did parikrama with Maharaj, and he narrated all the pastimes, and we did the Govardhan parikrama in 2 days. That as a child was my first yatra, and enjoyed the kirtan after the class. Until today, I always wait for those kirtans in yatras. Then next we got our association with Maharaj when he had come to RBC meeting to Ahmedabad, and he had come to our house for prasadam, and it was shocking and happy I got when he just saw my drawing on the door and I had written the Maha Mantra and he just asked my mother that who had done it, and just seeing that he had come to my room and he blessed me. That moment became the best moment of my life. After that, in Mayapur Yatra, me and my friend, we just thought of seeing him, and just prayed that we could speak to him for just 2 minutes. And by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, we saw him walking towards us. And as a kid of 9th and 10th, we could not understand, and we were nervous and scared and thought what to tell him if he comes and he stops in front of us. And he smilingly stood in front of us, and we just asked him, Maharaj, how we could make you happy. And he smilingly told us, just chant, even if it is one round. We first read the journey home, the best part that inspired me was the mongoose story, where Maharaj sat the whole night where the mongoose was around his neck, and he did not move till the mongoose did not leave him. So I just thank Maharaj for all the mercy he had given me and the lectures and the guidance that we get from our counselors. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. What a fortune it is to know such a great personality from early childhood. What a great fortune it is. Very grateful to you, Mataji, and to Adare Go Prabhu for this wonderful offering. Thank you for sharing such precious memories with us. May I request Siddhartha Prabhu to make his offering, and may I request Sri Gaura Karuna Prabhu to be ready next. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to give an offering. So, just wanted to mention a few points. First of all, I think I owe my entire spiritual life to Maharaj. I was, I would say, I was in deep darkness, and somehow or other, the ISKCON devotees had come, and I had not really liked the movement or the process, and I had actually sort of rebelled against it. This was in my first year of college. And fast forward to when I graduated from college, I somehow came across Maharaj's book, The Journey Home. If I had known it is by an ISKCON devotee, I would have never read it. But somehow I did not know it, and I bought it from a railway station. I ended up reading it. It was only halfway through that I realized it's by ISKCON, but the story was so gripping, I decided to continue reading the whole thing. And by the end of it, the conclusion was that if Maharaj has actually tried out all the spiritual paths and ended up in Krishna consciousness, and so maybe there is definitely something worthy in this. I should give it a sincere try. And so that is how I actually went to ISKCON Chowpatty temple. And even after that, it wasn't rosy at all for the next few years. I could not accept the personalistic philosophy. It was a real struggle where I was chanting, but somehow in my heart I was not completely. I did not like the philosophy too much, and many times I thought of dropping out or sort of like leaving the movement and stopping the practice. But every time the only thought that would keep me in the movement was if Maharaj has practiced everything, tried everything, and he's still, here he's a spiritual master, and he's preaching. So that there's definitely something substantial here. So that's what helped me continue with my practices and my chanting. Over the years, that impersonalistic, that dirt that was there, that gradually got removed, and after many many years, I started wholeheartedly accepting the process more and more. And so one thing that has been an anchor throughout my spiritual journey so far has been Maharaj's lectures, especially the lectures that have been compiled since 89, the earliest lectures, and then we keep hearing Maharaj even now. So Maharaj's teachings, I have seen that he often again and again talks about reversals, how reversals keep happening in one's life. And reversals are not something that we have a bucket list of, that Krishna, I'm happy you giving me these reversals. Reversals are something that is completely unexpected, that happens in our lives, and that's very very difficult to fathom. And then that ends up that we end up asking, why is this happening to us? And hearing from so many senior disciples of Maharaj, I've seen how Maharaj himself has gone through so many reversals in his life, and yet he's continuing, and he keeps on preaching how gratitude is so important. So so these two aspects of how reversals make a devotee strong, and we should be grateful in that situation also. And of course, all the other teachings, like going deeper into chanting, hearing, and serving Vaishnavas with genuine humility. He keeps on saying, being servant of the servant of the servant, and that is something that, and he keeps on stressing on cooperation amongst all the ISKCON devotees. And we are very fortunate that in Bangalore, I'm from the ISKCON Whitefield Temple, that we are surrounded by so many senior disciples of Maharaj who are actually showing this example of Maharaj. So yeah, I would like to end here. So very, very grateful to Maharaj and all the devotees here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for sharing your precious journey, Prabhu. And what a great role Maharaja's books have played in our life. Maharaja's books have transformed so many people, and people who would normally not have come to Krishna consciousness, even they have come to Krishna consciousness because of that. Thank you for sharing your realizations, Prabhu. May I call upon His Grace Shri Gaur Karuna Prabhu to make his offering next, and may I request Sonia Mataji to be ready next? Do we have His Grace Shri Gaur Karuna Prabhu? May I request Sonia Mataji to... Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, I'm not able to hear you. Can something be done? I'm unable to hear you, Prabhu. Prabhu, would you like to rejoin? And
Hare Krishna.
yes, now I can hear you. Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, the quality that I see shining most brightly in you is your capacity to unite hearts. Where others see differences, you see the good. Where others feel hurt, you heal. Where others build walls, you build bridges. Even in a world where devotees sometimes struggle to cooperate, you teach us how to create a community based on trust, compassion, forgiveness, and Krishna centered devotion. Maharaj, our society is becoming more harmonious simply by your presence. From your life, we learn to listen deeply, to speak lovingly, to serve without ego, to forgive without limit, and to honor each and every Vaishnava, even those who differ from us. During this Kartik Yatra, you once again showed us devotion is not measured by how one beautifully speaks, but by how one beautifully heals. You reminded us that Vrindavan is a place where everyone is honored and everyone is loved. As you entered your 75th year, Maharaj, this is a simple prayer that may your divine qualities continue to blossom throughout. May we imbibe even a tiny drop of your compassion, humility, steadiness, and devotion. May we become instrument of what you received from Srila Prabhupada. On this Vyas Puja, I sincerely desire to serve your mission, to live your teachings, and to honor each and every devotee as you do. Thank you, Maharaj, for being the heart of our spiritual family. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Igor Karuna Prabhu. You're reminding us of the spiritual world, Prabhu, where every word is a song, every gate is a dance, Prabhu. What a beautiful offering, Prabhu. What a poetic offering. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your heartfelt offering. May I call upon Sonia Mataji to kindly make her offering? And may I request Vijay Lakshmi Mataji to be ready next?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to all the Matajis and Prabhujis. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. I have no qualification to glorify you, Maharaj, therefore I have taken few snippets from your book, The Journey Home. Here you have highlighted your profound wisdom, which will help us connect with the divine couple, Shri Shri Radha Krishna. Let me start with the pastime in Vrindavan, where you have glorified your spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada was once asked by a guest, "Are you the Guru of the world?" To this, Srila Prabhupada replied, "I am everybody's servant." This reply from His Divine Grace made you surrender Him forever and forever. In your words, Srila Prabhupada was so unpretentious, so free and comfortable in all that he did and spoke. His humility empowered him with unlimited confidence and determination. Gurudev, you have said, in quotes, Srila Prabhupada's hermitage was the samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami, the very place where a life-changing revelation and where my spiritual path was revealed, unquote. Now, a few points mentioned in your book Journey Home, which I take as your personal instructions. Guru Maharaj, you have excellently explained how to develop the virtue of humility. Through the practice of devotion to God, I was coming to learn preserving loving relations in this world required much forgiveness, tolerance, patience, gratitude, and humility. Thus, an essential virtue of humility is to accept others for what they are, despite differences. Furthermore, you emphasized on developing devotion towards God. Again, in quotes, sincere spiritual practice is an uphill climb, and no matter how many difficulties we face, we must continue looking upward with hope. The mountain provides all support for those who strive to reach its top. Similarly, if we are sincere, Krishna will provide us with the means to reach his supremely merciful heart. Guru Maharaj, though I lack both qualification and sincerity, I humbly beg you to be the steady mountain in my life, supporting me so that I may serve the devotees with a sincere heart. Yogeta vichare kichu nahi pai, tumhara karuna sara. Srila Prabhupada desired cooperation amongst devotees. To be in sync with this instruction of Srila Prabhupada, you have mentioned in your book, The Journey Home Again. Today, the river is exposing how we have the tendency to judge others by their surface appearance and to find only negative qualities. But if we search beneath the surface, we discover that a myriad of strains mix together to create a particular person's nature. If we understand the underlying cause, we will be compassionate. A saintly person will dislike the disease, but not the disease. Guru Maharaj, through your own life, you have shown boundless compassion. Some glimpse of this limitless mercy are seen in how you embrace the leper woman as your own mother, forgave those who caused you pain on your journey to India, offered comfort to a sadhu in his final moments, and so many other acts of kindness. As you have said in your book, that Mother Ganga teaches us that if we learn to be detached from our ego and the flurry of the mind, senses, and the world around us, and observe life with a sober disposition, we will gain the wisdom. May your compassion guide me so that one day I can detach myself from these unwanted attachment. Guru Maharaj, you have touched the hearts of many with your gratitude. In your words, God has taken from me so little and given me so much. It's gratitude that takes the heart receptive to receive the Lord's blessing. And at this point in your life, Guru Maharaj, Mother Ganga revealed to you the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gurudev, you have beautifully shown gratitude towards each and every person whom you have met in your life. I hope to develop the value of gratitude by hearing your divine lectures and thus sincerely serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to glorify Gurudev. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam to all the devotees.
Thank you very much, Mataji. You have taken so many flowers from the wonderful garden of Maharaja's book and strung it into a garland and offered it to Maharaj. What a wonderful offering, Mataji. And let us take this opportunity to thank all the organizers who have put in so much efforts in organizing both this, so many other festivals in glorification of Maharaj, and also the offline, in-person Vyas Puja celebration. Let us thank all of them by once chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. May I call upon Vijay Lakshmi Mataji to make the offering next? And may I request Chakrapani Krishna Prabhu to be ready after this offering? Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, am I audible Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, first of all, I thank each and every devotee to organizing such a wonderful program, and I thank Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji for giving me this opportunity to offer glorify Guru Maharaj on this auspicious day. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Radhanath Swami Niti Namni. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my koti pranams at your lotus feet. I am but an insignificant fallen soul and possess no real qualification to properly glorify you. Yet I know that simply by attempting this glorification, I will become purified and take shelter at your lotus feet. Maharaj, you are the very epitome of the qualities such as humility, compassion, honesty, simplicity, and sensitivity. Your humility in particular is heart-melting and deeply inspiring. I recall instances such as in the video shot Heart-Melting Humility of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, where you exhibit this quality by offering dandavats to the brahmachari disciples and asking for their blessings. This is not merely a teaching, it is a practical example that perfectly demonstrates the highest standard of humility for all of us to follow. Your merciful and compassionate nature upon all living entities truly touches the core of our hearts. You do not judge any of us by our limitations or faults. Instead, you possess the extraordinary vision to see only the inherent good qualities within us, carefully utilizing those strengths directly in the loving service of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. Your unimaginable enthusiasm to serve Sri Sri Radha Gopinath is infectious and boundless. This divine energy is most clearly exhibited when you perform kirtan or narrate the glorious Gaura Lila and Krishna pastimes. Through your beautiful and immersive narration, you take us deep into the heart of the Leela, enabling us to take a complete dip into the nectar of the pastimes and experience the highest spiritual ecstasy. Our beloved Guru Maharaj, you are the embodiment of the transformative power of spiritual practice. You constantly emphasize the development of essential divine qualities such as empathy, compassion, and simplicity. You guide us to trade arrogance for humility and to move from a selfish existence to a selfless one. By nurturing these virtues, you teach us to truly cherish and treat all living entities well, realizing they are not separate from us but are part and parcel of Krishna. This understanding allows us to coexist harmoniously with both the environment and every living being. Moreover, your own conduct sets the supreme standard. You begin every lecture by offering sincere gratitude to the lordships, the acharyas, and the assembled devotees. This characteristic deep sense of appreciation in which you excel is a powerful lesson in itself. It teaches us the importance of being grateful to everyone, whether they have directly served us or not, demonstrating an unconditional thankfulness that we should strive to replicate in every interaction. Guru Maharaj, on this auspicious day, I humbly seek your boundless mercy and divine blessings. Like a child naturally inherits qualities from a loving father, I pray to inherit a small portion of the divine qualities, virtues that you so perfectly exhibit. Above all, please bless me to become an Antaranga Mukha Shishya, a devoted disciple focused on your pleasure. May I always serve you for your complete satisfaction, faithfully follow your every instruction, and thus realize the true goal of life. Yours, eternal and aspiring servant Vijay Lakshmi. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for listing out so many qualities of Maharaj, both from his life and from his teachings. Do we have Chakrapani Krishna Prabhu? In the meanwhile, I would again thank all the devotees for making their offerings and also for limiting them to 3 minutes. This is enabling us to run so smoothly with our program. Very grateful to all the devotees. After Chakrapani Krishna Prabhu, we will have Shekhar Prabhu and Shamrup Prabhu. May I request them to be ready as well? Is Chakrapani Krishna Prabhu on the call? Okay. May I request Shekhar Prabhu to make his offering? And I would request Yogesh Patil Prabhu and Abhay Govind Prabhu to be ready next.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, you're audible. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for giving this opportunity. So, my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of Guru Maharaj. So, whatever I am offering, I heard from the senior devotees. So, one of the lecture, what I heard is like Maharaj is the perfect follower of his Guru. So that shows how he is strongly connected to Srila Prabhupada and Parampara. So Maharaj got service in the New Vrindavan, worshipping deities in one of the hills. So that is very austere, it seems. Like in winter season, he has to take bath with ice. Then 6 offerings he has to do. He has to complete his rounds. He has to cook everything. So that shows Maharaj is very austere, but he is very simple in heart, even though he is very austere. Like Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj was saying, it is impossible nowadays to do like that services, even though Maharaj completed that services without any complaint. So after that, they sent Maharaj to the youth preaching. So successfully he has done youth preaching. So Maharaj was saying, Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj. So after that, like one more quality what I admire is Maharaj gives himself for anything, not only his lectures, giving lectures for any thing. What I have seen, even I got opportunity for serving Maharaj and Maharaj disciples prasadam for the Prabhupada disciplines day. So there I have seen Maharaj is coming and he is asking everyone how is everything. Then he was telling very all of us, thank you for your service. So such humbleness, like even Maharaj says in every lecture, Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj was saying, he has given 10 instructions to the brahmacharis in the temple. Out of those 10, two is most important are that is one must be a servant of servant. So this is Maharaj emphasizes in almost in all lectures. And one more is he says one must take the shelter of holy name. So apart from this, he glorifies in every lecture Srila Prabhupada in whatever way he glorifies Srila Prabhupada. This shows how he is strongly connected to Prabhupada and Parampara. So on this auspicious day, I pray and pray to Maharaj and all the senior Vaishnavas. I follow the instructions which Maharaj is given very sincerely and serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. So thank you, Prabhu. Especially I thank His Grace Sri Balaji Prabhu for giving this opportunity. All the devotees, thank you very much. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your heartfelt gratitude. Thank you so much for calling out all the hardships that Maharaj has undergone for our sake, so that we can be benefit, so that we can draw inspiration. Thank you very much for highlighting all these wonderful qualities of Maharaj Prabhu. May I call upon Yogesh Patil Prabhu to make his offering, and may I request Abhay Govind Prabhu and after him Haridev Krishna Prabhu to be ready.
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Even I'm not that much capable and qualified to glorify the Maharajji, but I will try to glorify Maharajji. Om Agyan Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuro Militam Yenam Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I offer my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of my Guru Maharaj, who dispels the darkness of ignorance with the torchlight of divine knowledge and awaken the soul of his internal relationship with Lord Sri Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, shloka number 34, Lord Krishna declares, Tat vidhi pranipratena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshayanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. Guru Maharaj Ji, your life is a living commentary on this verse. Through your compassion, patience, and unwavering surrenders, you have shown us the path of approaching the absolute truth, not through the scholarship alone, but through service, humility, and love. You embodied the mercy of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, extending spiritual shelter to the wandering soul from all corners of the world. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, shloka number 22, अनन्यस्य चिन्तायन्तमनये मम ये जनये पर्युपासते तेषां नित्यः वियुक्तं योगं तेषां वहमहम्. Through your surrender, Guru Maharaj Ji, we see how the Lord personally maintains and empowers his devotees. Every step radiates faith that Krishna will provide. You have built temples, nourished hearts, and transformed lives, not by management, but by bhakti and the dependence on the Lord. Your compassionate eyes sees beyond externals. You see the soul struggling for the remembrance of Krishna. In your presence, the heart feels protected and the soul experiences hope. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, 21, Lord Krishna is telling, Yad Acharti, like Guru Maharaj Ji, that whatever action a great person performs, common man follows. Whatever standard he sets by his exemplary act, all the world pursues. Guru Maharaj Ji, your entire life is testimony to this principle. You have taught us the true leadership means serving others selflessly, whether guiding devotees, building communities, or writing words that touch millions. Your action inspires us to strive for purity and sincerity. You have not merely spoken of humility, you have lived it. You have not demanded service, you have given the services. In doing so, you have taught us what is truly means to be a servant of the servant of the servant. Each encounter with you feel like the sun rising in the heart, illuminating the darkness of the doubt and fear. Through your books, lecture, and personal examples, you have revealed the essence of the Gita that life's purpose is to serve with love. See Krishna in all and be grateful for every opportunity to serve the others. Your compassions flow like the Ganges, purifying and uplifting all who come in contact with it. You have taken so many fallen souls under your care, seeing in them the potential to serve the Krishna. Maharaji, on this most sacred occasion of your Vas Puja, I pray at your lotus feet, please bless me with the strength to follow your teaching, to see Krishna as the center of my life, to serve the devotees with humility, to chant the holy name with the attention, and to be an instrument in your service. May I always remain your significant servant, engaged in your mission, and forever grateful for the shelter of your love. All glories to His Holiness Guru Maharaj Ji. All glories to Sri Prabhupada, and all glories to Sri Radha and Gopinath Ji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Yogesh Prabhu, for this beautiful offering. Thank you, Prabhu. You have highlighted so many qualities of Maharaj and also how he walks his talk. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for sharing how he has touched your life. May I request His Grace Abhay Govind Prabhu to make his offering next, and I'll request Haridev Krishna Prabhu and Nishant Prabhu to be ready.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead.
Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimati Radhanath Swaminiti Namani. So I thank the devotees for this wonderful opportunity to offer words of glorification at the lotus feet of Guru Maharaj. So I was just meditating on Maharaj's mood, and when I came upon this verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, where Krishna, after the Gopi Vastraharan Leela, he actually goes with the Gopas to the, from Vrindavan into the forest, and he observes these trees which are bowing down, offering shades like umbrella. And he calls out to his cowherd boyfriends and says, just look at these trees, how glorious their lives are, because whatever they have, prana, artha, idya, vacha, everything, they're completely offering in service of others, starting with roots, stem, branches, flowers, leaves, their canopy, everything, oils and sap, everything is used in service of others. And this is the mood of Maharaj. He only knows how to give, give, and give. And one instance in the recent couple of months that I came across where Maharaj highlighted this mood was when I was in Boston at the temple there. So Maharaj gave an hour and a half long class, like a very personal, informal class to his disciples. And after that, he had a preaching meeting with all the temple resident brahmacharis and brahmacharis from nearby around cities, from New York, etc., and also the congregation. So then the report, preaching report went on and on and on. And it was way past Maharaj's lunchtime. And then like Maharaj had a program in the evening for devotees in a university hall at Massachusetts at 4:30 p.m. And now it all crossed 2:30 p.m. and Maharaj had not taken his prasad. So then Maharaj just humbly interrupted and said, my dear Prabhus, that I just want to let you know that actually I have to take prasad now, but and the more I delay, the little prasad I can take. So 1 hour prior to the evening program, I cannot take. So 4:30 is the program. 3:30 onwards, he cannot take anything, and it's already crossed 2:30. And so as it approaches 3:30, he can only take littler and littler prasad. So he just said like that, and he humbly said that, but I'm your servant, and you can do with me as you like. And then, my lord, all the devotees were shocked, and immediately they, ended their report and took Maharaj for prasad. The whole point is, Maharaj has this wonderful mood of selfless giving, and often he stresses that in giving we receive. And a supreme manifestation of the same mood is his Vani. So, in my personal life, Maharaj, his presence has been felt and experienced through his Vani. And the special quality of Maharaj's Vani that I have perceived is that he offers Krishna's shelter through his Vani. It may be a simple lecture on a pastime that we have heard millions of times, read millions of times, but still, when we hear it from Maharaj's lips, then it is so refreshing and rejuvenating because he offers Krishna's shelter to us through his Vani. And whenever he says Krishna, it is with so much care and love and so much feeling that we get a personal impression of Krishna. That Krishna is not just a word, but that holy name is not different from Sakshat Krishna. So that experience we all can get. So in this way, Maharaj's words are a gateway to the spiritual world. And because he himself relishes these pastimes in his own heart, so we also get a glimpse of that sweetness when we hear from him. So even in the initial days, because I hail from a Madhva background, so there's some discrepancy in the philosophy. There's some people in the family who say that this is not right. ISKCON is a pseudo religion, etc., etc. And so I was in two minds, and the dilemma was so painful. But when I saw the example of Maharaj, then I understood only a person of impeccable character can actually have such profound integrity, can have such deep realizations. Otherwise, nobody can fake realizations. Even if someone is, how long? And Maharaj is moment to moment in his entire life, he has led a life of such profound integrity. And then I understood, like our Siddhartha was also sharing, that if this Maharaj is there in ISKCON, that means this is perfect path. So thank you, Maharaj. I'm very greatly indebted to your mercy that I'm receiving. I'm surrounded by so many devotees who are aspiring from you, who have imbibed your teachings, and this is another way you have manifested your mercy in my life. So on this day of your auspicious 75th Vyas Puja, I would like to offer a prayer unto you that I also develop gratitude and humility and make my life an offering to you and to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Thank you. I would like to thank His Grace Vajra Krishna Prabhu for allowing me to speak these words. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abhay Govind Prabhu, for your very wonderful offering. Yes, Prabhu, we need personal examples. We need to see Bhagavatam in action. We need to see all the qualities that we hear about in action. Thank you so much for sharing your personal realizations and deep feelings for His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj on his 75th Vyas Puja. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai! May I request Haridev Krishna Prabhu to make his offering, and His Grace Nishant Prabhu and His Grace Shamru Prabhu to be ready next.
Hare Krishna. I would like to thank all the devotees for giving me an opportunity to glorify Maharaj. Hare Krishna. I'll read out the offering as it is. Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I would like to thank you for showering your causeless mercy on me and my entire family. Despite all my deficiencies, you have graciously accepted me as your disciple and have given me a chance to perfect my life by connecting me to the grace of the entire Parampara. You have been extremely kind in allowing me to be in your association during the yatras, and you have provided me the association of your wonderful disciples. During this year Kartik Yatra at Govardhan, you mercifully revealed to us from the holy scriptures on the mystery of how the Vrajavasis ascended back to the spiritual world after completing their pastimes in Bauma Vrindavan. You took us through the entire Govardhan Parikrama through your wonderful narration. You immersed us in a prayerful mood filled with gratitude and helped us to call out the holy names feelingly through your devotional kirtans every day. Every year, so many of your sincere disciples are dedicating their body, mind, and soul in the mission of Srila Prabhupada and performing sincere bhakti. I have been blessed with very nice devotee association at Bangalore, especially with ISKCON South Bangalore. I have also been blessed with a very cooperative, devotional wife, parents, relatives, and daughter. However, I regret that my insincere heart still puts material pleasures above the pleasures of reading Srila Prabhupada books, above the pleasures of hearing the divine Vani of Guru, Prabhupada, and other senior devotees, above the pleasure of distributing the knowledge of Krishna consciousness, and above the pleasure of rendering personal service to the deities. I seek your blessings that I may also be able to offer my profession in a pleasing manner as service to the Guru Parampara. Kindly bless me that I get sincere desire and determination to reciprocate with the unlimited mercy which the most merciful lordships and all Sri senior Vaishnavas are showering upon me through your uh, grace. I beg at your lotus feet to give me the strength to call out the holy names and in a very sincere manner, completely absorb myself in spiritual activities and develop humility and aspire always to remain servant of the servant of Lord. Kindly help me to cut my unlimited, deep-rooted material attachments so that I can fully accept Srila Prabhupada's gift of Krishna consciousness. I also humbly beg you to shower your causeless mercy on all our family members who are deeply inspired by devotees, your association, and all your yatras. Kindly shower your grace and protect them in their journey of Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Haridev Krishna Prabhu, for sharing your simple, sincere, deep appreciation of Maharaj during yatra, in his classes, and through his example, and for your prayers. Thank you very much, Prabhu. May I request Nishant Prabhu to make his offering next, and His Grace Shamru Prabhu to be ready next. After him, Shri Gopinath Pran Prabhu can make his offering.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Able to hear me?
Yes, Prabhu. Please continue.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me opportunity to glorify Guru Maharaj. And dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your divine service. On this most sacred occasion of your Vyas Puja, Maharaj, I offer my deepest gratitude for your unwavering compassion, your tireless service to Srila Prabhupada mission, and your boundless love that touches the hearts of thousands across the globe. Today, I have no words, but because it's a chance to glorify you, so I will not miss it. In this age of Kali Yuga, you are our savior, Guru Maharaj, lifting us from the ocean of material suffering with your gentle yet powerful presence. You are our protector, shielding us from the storms of illusion with the shelter of your instructions and warmth of your heart. Maharaj, I am so fortunate to know you and have your association through your Vani. Even though I may not be physically close to you, Maharaj, your words, your teachings, your example have become the guiding force in my life. Through your Vani, you have entered my heart, Maharaj, and consciousness, gently transforming my vision, my values, and my aspirations. You know exactly what antidote is needed for the disease of material existence that plagues our hearts. Like a compassionate doctor, you diagnose our spiritual ailments with precision, and you prescribe the perfect medicine, whether it is a story from the scriptures, a deep philosophical insight, or a simple reminder to chant with sincerity and serve with humility, Maharaj. You speak not just to our intellect, but to our soul. Your words carry the weight of realization. Maharaj, the sweetness of love and the power of divine grace. In the world full of noise and distraction, your voice is the one that brings clarity, peace, and purpose. You have taught us that Krishna consciousness is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life, a journey of heart. And you walk that path so purely, Maharaj, so selflessly, that we are inspired to follow, even when the road is steep. On this sacred day, Maharaj, I would like to offer a small poem in Hindi, as Hindi is my Matribhasha, and somehow I associate better with Hindi than English. This is a humble token of my love and gratitude. Maharaj, please forgive me for any offenses through this poem, Maharaj. So, in Hindi, सोया था इस अंधकार में दुनिया में मैं, क्यों एहसास था कुछ खोया था इस दुनिया में मैं, मानो एक सपना सा देखा था, कोई जो अपना सा देखा था, पाप से उमस सी होने लगी, पाप से उमस यानी तकलीफ, पाप से उमस सी होने लगी, जिंदगी जीने की समझ सी होने लगी, सोचने लगा मैं ये क्या जादू हुआ, सोचने लगा मैं ये क्या जादू हुआ, जिंदगी के किस तार को मैंने छुआ, था नहीं वो जिंदगी का तार, था नहीं वो जिंदगी का तार, वो था महाराज आपके संवाद का सार। आपके सानिध्य से महाराज जिंदगी को एक दिशा मिली, आपके सानिध्य से महाराज जिंदगी को एक दिशा मिली, रोम रोम कण कण आपके सामिप्य से खिली। जितना सुनता हूं आपकी वाणी, बस मन करता है सुनता रहूं, और ये कभी खत्म न हो कहानी। कृष्ण के प्रेम में आप हैं सराबोर, कृष्ण के प्रेम में आप हैं सराबोर, आपके रोम रोम से हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र फैले चहुओर। क्या अमेरिका, क्या रूस, क्या भारत, क्या अमेरिका, क्या रूस, क्या भारत, आपकी कृपा से कृष्ण भावनामृत फैला है ये सारा जगत। दिल से कितने कोमल हैं आप, दिल से कितने कोमल हैं आप, आपके मुखार विंद पर है सरलता की छाप। आपके आशीर्वाद से इस जग का उत्थान हो, आपके आशीर्वाद से इस जग का उत्थान हो, सारी दुनिया में आपका गुणगान हो। बस यही ख्वाहिश है आपके आदेश का पालन कर सकें, कुछ अपने जीवन में कृष्ण भावना मित रूपी आंदोलन कर सकें। आपके आशीर्वाद से ये होगा साकार, आपके आशीर्वाद से ही ये होगा साकार, वरना मन अकेले कुछ भी कर ले महाराज सब है बेकार। आप जैसे शुद्ध भक्त से एक उम्मीद सी जगी, आप जैसे शुद्ध भक्त से एक उम्मीद सी जगी, कृष्ण नाम का जप करने की एक होड़ सी लगी। इस इंसान रूपी जिंदगी, ये इंसान रूपी जिंदगी कहीं व्यर्थ ना हो जाए, यह इंसान रूपी जिंदगी कहीं व्यर्थ ना हो जाए। आपके मधुर कीर्तन को सुनकर इस जिंदगी को हम कृष्ण भावना मृत बनाएं। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ऑल गुड टू यू गुरु महाराज, थैंक यू सो मच। हरे कृष्णा।
क्या बात है निशांत प्रभु, थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु. We didn't know we have such a brilliant poet amongst us, Prabhu. You have captured, Prabhu. You have captured the essence of Maharaja's personality and also the hearts of all the devotees. Thank you, Prabhu, for your wonderful offering. May I request Shamru Prabhu to make his offering next? And after that, Shri Gopinath Pran Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Avatari Chaitanya Prabhu, I am audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams to all devotees. Thank you, Avatari Chaitanya Prabhu, Avatari Prabhu, Sudhir Gopal Prabhu, for giving me opportunity to glorify our spiritual master. And thank you all for being here and gathering for this wonderful event of remembering glories of our spiritual master. Because as the Lord says, attachment to the devotee is the secret to achieve attachment to the lotus feet of the Lord. So this helps us to focus our consciousness and mind on the glories of spiritual master. And thus it's a great secret for achieving advancement in Krishna consciousness. So I keep brief. One thing is offering to a great soul. So sometimes we feel that offering means only I should share my interactions with spiritual master, but that is not the case. So I would, because that's not something that can help others. If I just describe, how Maharaj did something to me or exchanges. Rather, if we glorify on some of the unique qualities and instructions and the approach and mood and mission of our spiritual master, that's helpful. So while there have been instances where Maharaj have personally interacted with us, but that's not the point I want to keep focus of. By some causeless mercy, Maharaj was present in our marriage, and Maharaj spent a lot of time during the event, after the event. Maharaj also visited our home during the NVCC inauguration, so spent about 7-8 hours at our home. But those are not things that I would like to focus on. It is good that we, share things which will help us to meditate and understand more on the mood of our spiritual master, and accordingly we imbibe it in our lives, which will please Maharaj. And the principle of our sampradaya is not the Vapu association of spiritual master. The emphasis needs to be on the Vani association of the spiritual master. Like Maharaj also described in the recent Yatra, he glorified Srila Raghunath Das Goswami so much, and mentioned how Raghunath Das Goswami was describing the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which was taken notes by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And Raghunath Das Goswami hardly interacted with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he is such a great soul that he is the one from whose Vani, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he heard all the pastimes. So trying to keep it brief, the principle I want to talk about, the unique quality, in this small, sharing, is Maharaj introduced some of the very unthought or unpracticed or unprioritized principles, and he actually implemented them. He introduced and he implemented some of the principles which were very less thought, or not thought, or not practiced, or sometimes we know but we didn't prioritize principles of this category. Maharaj ensured that he brought them and he implemented them and he imbibed them through his practice and through his community development. Some of the principles which come in this category are treating every devotee as a person. So it is important that we treat every single individual who is coming in our movement as a person, and not just see him or her as an instrument to get my project done. So Maharaj would always say that every devotee is a guest of the Lord, and he would say in the temple of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath temple, every devotee visiting here is a guest of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath. And just imagine with what care and attention will we attend to the guest of such a great person, or rather the Supreme Lord. And Maharaj always, the another principle he always emphasized is happy devotees, more devotees. He was more concerned about the happy devotees than just making it more devotees. And then Maharaj would say, if you keep the devotees happy, automatically the devotees will increase. And why this is the principle? Because the Lord is watching our consciousness. If I'm concerned and careful and considerate and caring for every devotee that the Lord has given, then naturally the Lord is going to reciprocate with that and send more devotees. On the other hand, if I just am every devotee who has come and not careful in giving the required attention, acknowledgement, care, what will happen is the Lord also understands that momentarily there could be inflow of devotees, but heart of hearts in the long term, the Lord is not very happy. So the three principles that we discussed so far, which Maharaj has implemented and incorporated, is treating every devotee as a person, every devotee is a guest of the Lord, happy devotees, more devotees. One more principle like this, which Maharaj emphasized and implemented, is being keeping people before projects. So these are the principles which sometimes we hear here and there, but typically in the flow of the heck of organization, we tend to give them a backspace. They are always on the background. The voice of these principles is very small, but Maharaj implemented these principles of bringing the people before the projects and not projects before the people. We are here to serve the individual, we are here to serve the people, and specifically the devotees. And people means the community as such, because as Maharaj always emphasizes, every living entity is the servant of Lord, is a child of God, and it's our duty to serve them, which will bring the greatest pleasure. So keeping people before project is another such principle. Next principle in this line is being the people person. Few months ago, we were traveling on the airport, and my daughter Narayani, she was asking, there's a book kept, and it was saying being a people person. And then she was asking me, what is this? And I told her, no, you don't worry. You will understand later when you grow. She said, no, I want to know. Then I just was quoting one line which I've been hearing from Maharaj. Is typically what we are supposed to do is we are meant to love people and use things, but what we tend to end up is loving things and using people. So
Okay.
being people person is the quality of Maharaj. Always is concerned about about the
They
person.
make some cheese dosa for you.
Yeah. So and so what is the testimony of what I'm saying? So Maharaj always gave a lot of respect, and he cared for so many disciples of Srila Prabhupada who kind of got sidelined over the period of time. because that's what typically happens in the big organizational activities. And only the performers or the people or the events which are in limelight will assume prominence and others can get sidelined. It's very easy to sideline the people who might not be performing or producing some so-called some external results. But Maharaj, we see always that he always cared for and gave attention to and went very personal, take out extra time to meet some devotees who might not be some big performers. But Maharaj always gave a lot of attention. In fact, we can see Maharaj bringing in so many devotees who were Srila Prabhupada's disciples who were not cared for, were not given attention to. Maharaj not only went personal to them, but Maharaj even invited them into Chowpatty temple, and we can see that big Vyasasan. He would make them sit and speak and give classes hours together. And Maharaj would glorify them as if having five mouths. And some of the Matajis who were disciples of Srila Prabhupada, whom Maharaj invited and made them sit on Vyasasan, they were first time, while speaking also they would say it is first time in so many decades that I am addressing a crowd of this size. Because they were some simple devotees, they were kind of got sidelined. But this is Maharaj's true nature. There is concern, careful, attentive about every single devotee, and not just the top performers. Recently, during the last day, seventh day of Yatra, when Maharaj was addressing and thanking everyone, Maharaj was saying that Baldev Prabhu has read the list, but that list cannot make justice. Just see, Baldev Prabhu is the organizer of the Yatra, but his list, Maharaj is thinking beyond the list that he read out about every single devotee who might be contributing. And on top of everything, so Maharaj is thanking to the devotee who might not be noticed by even the yatra managers or the supervisors. That he's thinking about them, and not only about those devotees who did services in the background or the Matajis who made the 20,000 chapatis every day, but Maharaj is also emphasizing on every single devotee who came for the yatra and who underwent so many tapasyas, so many austerities in traveling and making it to this place. So Maharaj is genuinely thinking about everyone and not just somebody who is performing or contributing in terms of the externals. And how Maharaj has been genuinely person-centric. So one Mataji, her husband was, Mataji was initiated disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, but husband was following some other guru. And this Mataji was very eager to, call Maharaj and, and instruct this devotee, to you leave all that garbage and you become. Maharaj said, okay, I'll come to your home. And then Maharaj went to his home, and in the home there was a big photo of his spiritual master kept. And Mataji was thinking that it is now my husband is going to get a very good dose. And then Maharaj bowed down to his spiritual master's photo, and Maharaj said, he's such a great devotee of Lord. He's such a great person. Serve him with all your heart and soul. Is what the instruction that Maharaj gave to Mataji's husband. And Mataji was so much disheartened at the heart. And she thought Maharaj is going to chastise and speak so many things, and like typical Srila Prabhupada's warrior mood. But Maharaj is so much so much personal to every individual. And what happened was, in fact, this interaction of Maharaj was so much heart transforming to Mataji's husband that over a period of time, he got so much touched by these personal interactions and the teachings and lectures by Maharaj that he became a 16-rounder devotee over a period of time. And on the other hand, you just hitting him and beating him and would not have been in any way fruitful, because as it is said, the person convinced against his will is at the same opinion still. And even initial days, like we might Yatra this time, Maharaj said, we have 12,000 devotees. But do you know in the first Yatra how many devotees were there? It was in 1986. Maharaj said it was 12 devotees. So just go back into, with the time machine. What is Maharaj's mood in spending 8 or 10 days? Maharaj said that time Yatra was about 2 weeks or 10 days. 10 days Maharaj is spending with these 12 devotees. And what is this 12 devotees doing in the world for Maharaj? Maharaj is not thinking from the benefit in return. because any person who is thinking from that materialistic perspective can never end up in doing something tangible in service of the Lord or service of the Guru Parampara. Anyone who is selfishly or very short-sightedly thoughtful, externally thoughtful, is not going to be pleasing. But that is not what Maharaj's mood was. Sitting with 12 devotees for 2 weeks, just imagine a sannyasi, how many things, if he wants, he can have. As you are aware, when Maharaj was sent here in the early days, in the mid 80s, Maharaj had 12 full-fledged preaching programs, universities programs running. So he had every day 2 programs which were in full capacity. He was such an active preacher. And then there was so much demand on his time, but he's sitting and spending time with 12 devotees. Most of them are married devotees, most, not all of them. And Maharaj would spend sometimes days and night together with them, but never was thinking that, okay, what will I get in return by giving them? Maharaj was genuinely concerned about serving them and being attentive to them, being caring about them, and sharing the good knowledge and Krishna Katha that is given to us by Srila Prabhupada. Like Maharaj said in one of the recent lectures, recently in the Nipukun, when we read Srila Prabhupada's books, we are actually testing Srila Prabhupada's love for Krishna. Such a great perspective. So Maharaj was just concerned about sharing that Srila Prabhupada's love for Krishna with everyone, not thinking what this devotee, he at that time he's not going to know that he is Adikeshav Prabhu, he is Krishna Chandra Prabhu, he is Dwarkadish Prabhu, and now they are going to become counselors of 200 or 1000 devotees in future. That is not what he's thinking at that time. That time he's just thinking, I am a servant of this devotee, who is such a wonderful devotee of Krishna. Last couple of points. Maharaj always balanced between being very strict for oneself and considerate for others. And Maharaj, we can see how in Chopati temple or during yatras also, every morning he will make sure he's there for chanting with devotees. At the same time, we will not see Maharaj being too much emphasizing it on others, or trying to make someone else uncomfortable, in their own situation, and asking very intriguing question about, did you chant, did you come for morning program? Although for himself he's very strict for practicing, but when it comes to others he's very considerate. And I'll close with this one. When Maharaj was once, he was staying in the home of His Grace Rohini Kumar Prabhu in Mira Road, Mumbai. Overnight after the program, Maharaj stayed in Prabhuji's home. So it was a little late, about 11:30, because Rohini Kumar Prabhu was organizing the program. So it got late for him, and the Mataji and Prabhuji, they both rested in the night. So Maharaj got up very early in the morning and he took bath, and there was not even water which was heated. So Maharaj just didn't wake up anyone, and then in very silently, in a way that he will not disturb anyone, he got ready and then he started chanting in a very soft voice. So when Prabhuji got up, he was so embarrassed that Maharaj is such a mood that Maharaj said, he asked Maharaj, why you didn't wake me up? I had not arranged anything for your morning readiness. I thought I will wake up, but I just couldn't get up. And then Maharaj said, no, 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 you did so much service. It was a very hectic day for you. And I didn't want to disturb you both, because I understand how much hectic and stressful it has been yesterday's day for you. And I just got ready. And so you can see through this example, Maharaj is not like demanding. He's not taking anyone granted. Also, he's not thinking that, he's a spiritual master, he wake up. He's being very personal and considerate and sensitive to every single devotee who might be just an ordinary householder. And in this matter, we can see the principle that we are trying to mention here is Maharaj introduced some of the very non-thought or non-practiced or non-prioritized principles, what we discussed in this list. And thus, Maharaj taught, being an organization, it is important to count things. Ultimately, it is important and most vital to understand what really counts. Counting is fine because we need to do counting. Because, like you said, we're part of the organization. A leader has to appreciate the performers. But there needs to be balance between one who is performing and one who is a devotee who might not be in the external vision a performing devotee. That's why Maharaj emphasized a lot on counselor system. What is the purpose of consular system? That every single devotee, not only leader, not only performer, not only big people, every single devotee is cared for and given attention to, and so that he is happily situated in Krishna consciousness. And that's why we see the devotee care system. There are hours and hours of lecture by which Maharaj has implemented, Maharaj has given, in the system that he has implemented, which will emphasize this principle. So let us ponder upon these deepest qualities of Maharaj, which he has not only imbibed, practiced, implemented, ensured, but we always understand this mood of Maharaj and imbibe it in our practice of devotional service as well. So we truly understand, not just we count things, but also deeply understand what actually counts in the eyes of the Lord, in the eyes of the scriptures, in the eyes of the Vaishnavas. I'm sorry for the bit of the delay, but we are grateful to all the organizers once again, and we take this opportunity to meditate on the qualities of our spiritual master, which will truly purify our hearts and give us advancement actually, because attachment to the great soul is what can increase our attachment to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Thank you all once again. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Shamru Prabhu. Ours is a personal path, Prabhu, not an impersonal path. And thank you so much for emphasizing this aspect of Maharaj about treating devotees personally, about setting up devotee care, about caring for every single devotee. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving us such wonderful, valuable lessons. Very grateful to you, Prabhu. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. For scheduling reasons, I would now request Prasad Prabhu to make his offering and request Shri Gopinath Pran Prabhu to be ready for the offering next.
Hare Krishna, Dandvat Pranams to all. First of all, I would like to thank His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji, Austerity Prabhu, other group, and for giving me this opportunity, and also Sri Gopinath Pran Prabhu for kindly accommodating my last minute request for schedule change. Thank you so much. So I would like to read out my humble offering to our dearest Guru Maharaj. Please accept my most humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to you, the ocean of compassion and humility. During this sacred Kartik Yatra, your divine presence felt like the cooling moonlight of Sri Vrindavan itself. When you mercifully gave darshan and showered your blessings, it was as if the dust of Vrindavan touched my soul. Maharaj, your every gesture radiates humility. Your every word melts the hardened coverings of the heart. You walk among us as if ordinary, but yet you carry within you extraordinary treasure of pure devotion. In the midst of Yatra, my heart was hankering for close darshan. Just a moment to be near you. Within 30 minutes or so, by your causeless mercy, you are suddenly standing behind me in the prasadam queue. That simple sublime moment felt like Krishna's arrangement. And not only that, when you gave a pen to my son Hardik, touched by your lotus hands, it became a sacred token, a reminder of your affection and grace that flows from your presence. Your simplicity teaches more than volumes of philosophy, how to serve with love, bow with sincerity, and see Krishna's hand in everything. Beholding you, I could only think, here stands the embodiment of Trinada Pisunichena, humility personified. In your presence, the ego naturally bows and the heart learns to listen. So these are some of the pastimes that continually inspires me to serve Srila Prabhupada movement. It's your steadfast service. The way you attend to every detail of seva, whether speaking, organizing, or simply encouraging a devotee, shows that excellence in another name of devotion, done quietly and without seeking honor. Compassion in corrections. When you correct, it feels like a cooling shower. Your gentle words remove pride without causing pain, teaching the compassion in the highest intelligence in spiritual. Joy in Kirtan. Your absorption during Kirtan, eyes soften, voice steady, hands inviting, reveal how as if you are really speaking to Krishna. So it teaches us to let mantra do the work and keep our hearts open. Your respect for Vaishnavas, your habit of glorifying other devotees before speaking of yourself instills the culture of gratitude, reminding us that advancement comes through honoring the Lord's servants. Content in simplicity, your preference for simple prasadam, simple dress, and simple living shows that richness lies in remembrance, not in possessions. Presence in the holy dham, the way you walk in the Vrindavan with prayerful steps and mindful gaze, turns every path into parikrama, teaching us to carry the dham within wherever you go. I pray to remember that merciful glance filled with compassion and let it guide me life after life. May I learn to serve with even the drop of your humility and love, your insignificant service. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prasad Prabhu. Today I have learned the secret of your sincerity and such dedicated services to the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for such a wonderful offering.
All glories to devotees and Maharaj. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. May I now request His Grace Shri Gopinath Pran Prabhu to please make his offering.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible, Prabhuji?
Very clear, Prabhu.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So I thank the team of devotees for arranging this platform to get connected to Srila Gurudev and making this wonderful arrangement of the 75th Vyas Puja ceremony and allowing me to present my offering. I thank you very much. And also hearing so many offerings from swan-like devotees, it's so pleasing to the ears and purifying to the heart. So with that strength, I will try to present my offering. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyvari Paschatadista. Nama. Dear Gurudev, please accept my prostrated, humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I feel fortunate to be a part of this wonderful occasion and celebration of 75th Vyas Puja ceremony of your holiness. Your glories are unlimited and I fall short of words to describe them as I neither have the qualification nor the ability. Brahmanda Brahmite Kone Bhagavana Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bija. Acharyas explain that by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, a jiva who is wandering throughout the entire universe receives the seed of the creeper of the devotional service. Such is the causeless mercy of a spiritual master upon the conditioned wandering souls. I am one among them, and it's only by your causeless mercy that I am made up of Gurudev. Like a father, you always cared for me in all my ups and downs of my spiritual life, lifting me up every time I faltered and without judging me. Gracefully you embraced me by giving association of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, shelter of exalted devotees and association of divine personalities. I will remain eternally grateful to you, Gurudev. Dear Gurudev, years have passed by in my practice of Krishna consciousness, and although I have association of exalted devotees, various service opportunities, hearing and reading Shastras, etc., yet I did not develop any intense devotion towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. I am struggling to cultivate the taste to chant the holy names feelingly, to practically apply the teachings of the scriptures in my day-to-day life. Due to my own fallen conditioning, my material desires, and influence of Maya. I am unable to drink fully the nectar of your mercy, although available in abundance. You are my only hope, dear Gurudev, as I seek ultimate shelter in you alone. I need your blessings, causeless mercy, continuously for my spiritual survival. Kindly help me to overcome the obstacles and I become a sincere, serious Vaishnav, while perform bhakti without any ulterior motives and act for the pleasure of Krishna, your holiness, and all the Vaishnavas. I pray to Sri Sri Radha Gopinath, Sri Sri Gaur Nitai, Srila Prabhupada for your good health and also to empower you more and more to uplift the fallen conditioned souls like me. Please forgive me for my deficiencies, incapabilities, and offenses at your lotus feet. Aspire to remain your humble servant Sri Gopinath Pranadas. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Shri Gopinath Pran Prabhu. Your offering is so full of humility and in such a prayerful mood, Prabhu. I really hope to imbibe that in my life. Thank you very much, Prabhu. May I request His Grace Vipin Purandar Prabhu to make his offering next and requesting Shalini Mataji to be ready next.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. You're audible.
Yes, Prabhuji. So thank you so much, Tari Chaitanya Prabhuji, Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji, and other Gopal Prabhuji, and all other organizing devotee for giving me the opportunity. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Om Vishnu Padaya Kishkishtaya Bhutale Srimati Radhanath Swami Namani. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Sri Prabhupada. All glories to your divine causeless compassion. On this most auspicious occasion of your 25th Yat Puja, I offer my heartfelt gratitude for the immeasurable mercy you have showered upon me. I have no qualification, yet out of your causeless compassion, you accepted me as your disciple. That single act of kindness is the greatest fortune of my life. In 2013, when I read The Journey Home, your life's example and realization awakened conviction in my heart. Through your words, I understood for the first time what genuine spiritual determination looks like. Your interaction with Mother Ganga and your meeting with Kailash Baba transformed my own relationship with Ganga forever. Although I was born and raised in Devaprayag, I never understood her spiritual depth until you revealed it. Now, every time I behold the confluence of Devaprayag, I remember your experiences, your reverence, and your guidance. Without you, I would have remained blind to these truths. Guru Maharaj, your lectures are the only basis of my survival on this spiritual path. Again and again, you pull me back when my mind wages its tug of war. Through your instruction and your representatives, you guide my steps even when I am lost. Your proximity to Paramatma is so evident. Before I even spoke my desires, you knew my heart and bestow upon me the very guidance, instruction I needed, and of course, even the name I was silently thinking of. Such intimate mercy is far beyond my qualification. I pray to Sri Sri Radha Gopinath for your continued good health so that we can have the fortune of receiving your physical association in holy dhams during Kartik Yatra. I pray that I may always remain aligned with your mood, your mission, and your compassion filled vision for this movement. Guru Maharaj, please maintain your mercy upon me. Kindly give me sincerity in hearing, strength to apply your teachings, and a taste for your instructions every single day. Please empower me to become an instrument, however small, for something meaningful in your service. On this auspicious 75th Vyas Puja, I bow my head in gratitude, surrender, and love. Thank you for giving direction, purpose, and hope to my life. Your insignificant servant. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vipin Purandar Prabhu. We got to know, Prabhu, what a deep role Maharaja's book has played in your personal life and in your realizations. Thank you very much for sharing, Prabhu. May I request Shalini Mataji to present her offering, and may I request Darshan Prabhu to be ready next.
Hare Krishna Matajis and Prabhujis, Dandavat Pranam. Very, very grateful to all of you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I seek your blessings before I start my offering. Dearest Maharaj, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Words are too feeble to glorify such an exalted personality as yourself, and moreover, I have no qualification to do so, yet I am making this humble attempt. Maharaj, you are the very embodiment of the utmost humility, gratitude, and compassion. Your sense of servitude is beyond imagination. Your every gesture, every action speaks about it manifold, reaching across hearts and lifetimes. There could be no greater inspiration than to see such a living example before us. Your unwavering dedication and deep sense of indebtedness to Srila Prabhupada are truly exemplary. This inspires me greatly. In almost every lecture, you effortlessly invoke Srila Prabhupada with such grace and natural devotion that increases my gratitude both towards Srila Prabhupada and towards your own divine self. Maharaj, by your mercy, you have given us a community built on trust, care, and the spirit of service. A community that nurtures us physically, emotionally, and spiritually, always guiding us on the path you have shown. I pray for the blessings that I may develop the sincerity and strength to serve the devotees meaningfully. Something which really touched my heart was how in every yatra, in spite of your physical bodily limitations, you go to the kitchen and do something personally to serve all of us. This gesture of yours, where the Guru tries to physically serve his disciples, places the very high standards of Vaishnav Seva and teaches us that Vaishnav Seva is not about position, but about heartfelt humility, personal care, and genuine desire to serve others. Maharaj, personally, my life has been greatly influenced by you. Beyond offering guidance in various aspects of life, your lectures have been answers to some of the most important questions I struggled with. They have guided my path and helped place me in a much more meaningful and spiritually grounded position now. Maharaj, I cannot thank you enough, nor can I ever repay even a fraction of inconceivable mercy that you have bestowed upon me. When I was in darkness, your lectures brought light and hope. When I was in pain, they became soothing balm. And when I was in deep distress, they nurtured me like a mother's embrace. Your words have often rekindled faith and steadiness within. Although I have not always been able to fully follow your instructions, especially to view adversity as the Lord's opportunity for surrender and growth in bhakti, I sincerely tried my best. Simply by placing faith in your words, I was able to pass through some of the darkest night of my life. Looking back now, I see clearly how your loving guidance has sustained and protected and uplifted me. It is solely by your mercy that I am able to perform even the smallest efforts in bhakti, efforts that were once impossible for me. Maharaj, I humbly beg for your continued mercy so that my husband and I may cultivate true sincerity and strength to carry out your instructions and serve Srila Prabhupada's mission faithfully. Your glories are unlimited, but I couldn't express a little. Forever grateful to you, Maharaj, for all that you have done for all of us. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, your insignificant servant, Shalini.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for your offering filled with sincerity and how Maharaj has played such an important role in some of the most important junctures of your life. Thank you very much for sharing. May I request Darshan Prabhu to make his offering, and may I request Lakshmi Mataji to be ready for making the offering next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Am I audible, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu, you are audible.
Okay. Sorry, Prabhuji, I am in the office, so please forgive me. So thank you so much, Sudhir Gopal Prabhu, Adariko Prabhu, for giving me an opportunity for sharing my offerings. And I'll read out the offering project which I shared earlier. So Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Maharaj, I'm sorry, Prabhuji, any voices there, Prabhuji? Background?
Please go.
Okay. Okay.
So Maharaj, this year has been very special as we are celebrating 75th Vyas Puja of yours. And I consider myself to be very fortunate to witness this event. Maharaj, during the COVID time, I was involved in the transcription seva. And I had desire to transcribe the 75 lectures of yours as an humble offering on your 75th Vyas Puja. But somehow I could not achieve that, and I was regretting about it as we came nearer to your celebrations of your 75th Vyas Puja. But you being so merciful, under the guidance of your wonderful disciple like His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhu, who always come up with different newer ideas, to please the devotees. So he engaged me in one of the seva of transcribe like sharing the various offerings which are given by your disciples and well-wishers. So Maharaj, the more I started hearing about your glories from the various devotees, the more I realized that I am utterly unqualified to be called as your disciples. Even after spending so many years in Krishna consciousness, I could not develop even a drop of Vaishnava qualities. My mind wanders around the glitters of this material world, Maharaj, and your mercy is the only hope for the wretched soul like me. Once I was hearing from Shaman Prabhu, and today His Grace Sham Prabhu has also shared this point that how much you love devotees, and you always give preference to the devotees over a project, and always remain grateful to anyone who does even a small seva. You remember that forever. But a foolish person like me simply finds the faults with the devotees, who does not care or express the gratitude for what they have done for me. Maharaj, you are the personification of the simplicity. You mention simplicity as being genuine both inside and out, and free from duplicity and pretense. And you are exemplifying this for decades and after decades, Maharaj. I sincerely beg for your mercy so that I can develop the qualities of simplicity and become free from duplicity and cheating propensities. Maharaj, you are the beacon of light in my life. Whenever I have been in difficult times, your lectures and quotes are the shelter to sail through these situations. I sincerely beg for your mercy so that I can get some taste for hearing and chanting the holy names, serve the devotees in the mood of a servant of the servant, and remain grateful to them always. Let me never indulge in wrongdoing. As you say, the best gift you can give to others is an example. Maharaj, lastly, I pray at your lotus feet that I may remain in the association of the sincere devotees and assist the devotees till the last breath of my life in a way that will be pleasing to you and Srila Prabhupada, your insignificant servants, Darshan. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much for your heartfelt offering, Darshan Prabhu. May I now request Lakshmi Mataji to make her offering.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's Dandat Pranam. Thank you for giving me opportunity to glorify Guru Maharaj. My most beloved spiritual master, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to you and all glories to Srila Prabhupada, who is your life and soul. Guru Maharaj, whenever I look back on my spiritual journey, I find that the most transformative moments have come simply from hearing you speak. I really wanted to thank you and all the devotees for the transcription seva by which I was able to observe all your lectures and understand the mood and mission. The lectures, the subtle things you do in the lecture, the pauses between your words, the gentle lift of your voices when it becomes a prayer, and the humility softens my heart. It is not only what you speak, but who you are teaches us. You have taught us so many things, but I would like to highlight upon the 3 points: cooperation, sincere sadhana, and reading Srila Prabhupada books. In 2002 lecture, Cooperation in Devotional Service, the real symptom of advancement is how we cooperate to serve together. And you have explained that love is expressed through the willingness to put others before ourselves. And in 1998 Yatra lecture, you have mentioned that when we push ourselves forward, Krishna personally uplifts us. And in the world of ego, you showed us that the greatest devotee is the one who steps back to lift others forward. This cooperation you want us to cultivate within our family temple, society, and amongst all living beings. You instruct us that we are all very insignificant and we should be grateful for what we have received and become small servant of Srila Prabhupada's mission, and that our unity is the garland that we place at his lotus feet. I pray to learn this spirit, Maharaj, to stop arguing about who is right and instead leading a life based on what is right. And in your lectures, you have taught us that sincere sadhana is not just routine chanting and regulated reading. And in Japa Retreat of Vrindavan 2006 lecture, you have mentioned that chant like a child calling for its mother, not because someone told you to, but because your heart has nowhere else to go. And in Sincerity in Bhakti lecture in 2001, you have expressed that Krishna does not see how much we can do, he sees how much we want to do for him. Even one small step taken with sincerity is eternally remembered. And Maharaj, I like to admit that some days my sadhana has been nice and some days I struggle to complete my sadhana. But whenever I hear your lecture and whenever I hear your emphasis on sincere sadhana, it remembers me that whatever happens, I have to do my sadhana. This gives me hope against hope. And as you have said, just keep trying. Even a small effort offered sincerely is beautiful to Krishna. This helps me in doing my sadhana with enthusiasm. Gurudev, you never demanded perfection. You always want us to be sincere to ourselves and Krishna. And Guru Maharaj, you taught us that reading Srila Prabhupada's book is not merely learning. You have insisted that when we read Srila Prabhupada's books, it's not just knowledge entering our mind, it is Srila Prabhupada entering our life, his purpose or his heartbeat. When we read, we are sitting with him. Guru Maharaj, please bless me so that I can read sincerely Srila Prabhupada books, not for gaining knowledge, but to love Krishna. So today, on your Vyas Puja day, I do not stand with the pride of being your disciple. I stand with the prayer that one day I may truly become your disciple. I pray to cooperate with the devotees without envy or pride and to cultivate sadhana that is steady, to read Srila Prabhupada's words as life and not mere information, to serve without seeking recognition, and to see every living being as part and parcel of Krishna. Please bestow your blessings upon me, O Guru Maharaj, that I may sincerely follow your path and not merely admire it. Just as Narottam Das Thakur sings, Krishna se tumar, Krishna dite paro, tumara shakati ache. Ami to Kangala, Krishna Krishna boli, dai tava pache pache. O Gurudev, Krishna belongs to you and you can only give Krishna to others. This is your divine power. I am simply poor and empty hearted, therefore trying the holy name, and I run behind you, your eternal servant Lakshmi. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Lakshmi Mataji, for your wonderful offering. We are extremely grateful that His Grace Shamanand Prabhu is now with us. We would like to welcome him by, traditional way, by once chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. We are extremely eternally grateful to you, Prabhu, for sparing your time to be with us. We just have a few more offerings left. Is it okay if we just complete and then we would love to hear your nectarian words, Prabhu? Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. May I now request Sakir Prabhu to kindly make his offering? And if Rajesh Tanay Prabhu is there, can we request him to make his offering next?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you for Prabhuji for giving me the chance to glorify Maharaj. Dear respected Radhanath Swami Maharaj, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. As the message of Lord Chaitanya passes down the Sampradaya, it becomes sweeter. I feel not only does it become sweeter, but also each Acharya adds his personal touch according to the time, place, and circumstances. At the time of Srila Prabhupada, reaching the glories of the holy name was of utmost importance, and that was his Guru Maharaj's order to him also. So he made countless personal sacrifices to achieve that and made thousands of devotees and established a worldwide Vaishnava Sangha. Today, while preaching continues to remain important, nurturing and maintaining those devotees has become important as well. While you have countless good qualities, that focus on devotee care is something which has always caught my attention. With conducting medical camps in Barsana or trying to distribute personal attention to all the devotees in the Kartik Yatra. Earlier today, some devotees explained some anecdotes about this, or mentoring devotees in person. You focus on ensuring that everyone remains fixed and becomes more steadfast in Krishna Bhakti. In a very compassionate manner, you point out the importance of purifying our character and the urgency of surrendering to Krishna and not delaying it. Unfortunately, in Kali Yuga, one's mental, intellectual, and spiritual faculties decay, and I am an example of that. Despite hearing so many instructions on this matter, I still maintain material attachments and keep on delaying spiritual perfection to a later date. While I maintain the desire to put Srila Prabhupada's instruction as the primary goal of my life, I struggle with the conviction to do so. Fortunately, however, your instructions, which your disciples keep sending on a daily basis, keep me course corrected. So I maintain the desire to dedicate myself more to the service of Srila Prabhupada. वही वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर एदा से करुणा कोरी दिया पाद छाया शुदा ये हमारा तरुण तुम्हारा चरण दोरी. I request you to keep me under, grant me your shelter, as your instructions and behavior serves that as ideal for me. As you often say, the best gift one can give to others is an example, and your own example in terms of your behavior has been the guiding principle for many devotees, including me. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadan nagati ekatopi. I hope to follow your instructions to the best of my ability and be able to obtain your mercy. Your humble servant, Saket.
Thank you very much, Sakir Prabhu. And from the list of devotees from Bangalore who are scheduled to speak, we now have Dinesh Prabhu. Dinesh Prabhu, are you ready to make your offering? And after that, we'll move to the most awaited offerings by His Grace Shamanand Prabhu. Dinesh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Gurudev Radhanath Swami Maharaj, please accept my humble Dandavat
Dinesh Prabhu. Dinesh Prabhu.
This network is not good. Yet he can come back again.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, with your permission, will Dinesh Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
My voice is audible, Prabhu?
Now it's audible, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. I'll repeat, Prabhu. I'll start again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Shri Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Shri Gurudev ki jai. Please accept my humble obeisances. Dandavat pranams at your divine lotus feet. All glories of Srila Prabhupada. All glories to your divine grace on this most auspicious and sacred occasion of your Vyas Puja. Vancha kalpatrupyascha kripachintupi evacha patitanam pavanipyo vaishnavipyo namo namaha. Oh, ocean of compassion, even blissful representative of Srila Prabhupada, by the costless mercy and guidance of your exalted disciples like Sudhir Gopal Prabhu, has been guiding me. Shri Gaurang Darshan Das Prabhu and Shri Gaurang Darshan Prabhu from Chowpatty Temple, they've been guiding me over the years. This fallen soul now stands before you, yearning for your glance of grace, aspiring to be accepted as a humble servant in your divine mission. Alas, I have no qualification, no devotion, no purity, yet by the dust of your lotus feet, even a heart of stone may melt in remembrance of Sri Hari. Kindly forgive my innumerable aparadhas and awaken within me a drop of true bhakti. O Maharaj, you are a living embodiment of Srila Prabhupada, compassion and instructions. Your every word shines with the brilliance of realization. In such simple yet profound truth, you declare, chant the holy names, love Krishna, and serve the devotees. Thus shall your life attain perfection. I've seen these words often in all your podcasts or videos, which is my inspiration. Your nectarian kathas flow like the Ganga, sweet, purifying, and deep, washing away the dust of ignorance and awakening the dormant love for Sri Sri Radha Krishna. You have taught us the essence of spiritual life to be the dasa of the dasa of the dasa. So I want to serve the servants of the Lord with a heart full of humility. May I ever remember this instruction and carry it as my life's ornament. O Gurudev, Radhanath Swami Maharaj, I beg for your costless mercy. Please engage me, an unworthy soul, as an instrument in your transcendental service. I have never met you till today, but I wish to. I visited Eco Village, Gordon Eco Village, but I wanted to meet you, but couldn't. So I will try very soon, and I want to come and visit you. With your blessings and the guidance of Sri Gauranga Das Prabhu and Gauranga Darshan Prabhu and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am endeavoring to serve through a humble offering, which I've been working towards years. Srimad Bhagavatam Tales, an animated web series project for children, aimed to bring the divine narrations of Bhagavatam to the hearts of young souls across the world through platforms such as Disney, Netflix, or Ohu. So whatever, so it is my, I want to do this. It is my lifetime goal, and I request all the devotees' blessings for this particular project. May this offering become a pleasing service at your lotus feet and at the feet of your beloved founder, Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So I'm trying my best. So kindly, I request all the devotees to bless me and advise me and guide me to proceed further. This is Dinesh Chandra, Dasosmi, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Dinesh Prabhu, for your heartfelt offerings and for your sincere prayers for the success of your project. Dear devotees.
And I also request for blessings for my family also. Yeah, thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Dear devotees, this has been such a wonderful series of offerings. Dear Shamanand Prabhu, it is a pleasure to inform you that all devotees, we have managed to give all the devotees who are planning to speak today, all have managed to speak and all of them have stayed within the time limit and we are going exactly as per schedule. Thank you very much for joining, Prabhu, and thank you very much for agreeing to enlighten us. I'll request His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhu to kindly introduce Shamananda Prabhu, and after that, we'll hear from Shamananda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much, Prabhuji. We are really grateful to you. It's our really a great pleasure and a privilege to have with us today on this humble platform. Just for the benefit of all the devotees, His Grace Shamananda Prabhu is a very, very respected leadership council member of our ISKCON Chapati Temple. He has been a mentor. He has been a spiritual educator, a known spiritual educator within our movement. Prabhuji is known for his wonderful services at the Lotus Feet of Srila Prabhupada. After completing just his MBA in finance, from a prestigious institute, he joined the ashram, and since then, he has been really serving in so many ways to across all the ashramas. He's really known and appreciated for his deep study and lucid presentation of our scriptures. And especially all the Bangalore devotees, we are so fortunate to have to had association of Prabhuji in our near Pavan Sarovar, Nandgaon. And Prabhuji was so emphatically presenting, about his love for Vrindavan and how we are fortunate to be there. And he was also talking about, yes, there is always a war. Earlier, the wars were with swords and spears. Now it's with the pen and keyboard. And dear devotees, we're so amazed how Prabhuji is leading this fight, the war against Maya, with his commendable contributions towards the Back to Godhead magazine or Marathi translation of Srila Prabhupada's books, making Srila Prabhupada's transcendental knowledge accessible for the whole mankind. So once again, we are very, very grateful to Prabhuji, to have you here, and we really look forward to your instructions and some kind words so that I can really enrich our life on this auspicious day. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Am I audible? Is it
yes, Prabhuji. Yes, we're loud and
enough?
clear. Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Okay.
While hearing other devotees speaking their offerings, I saw that sometimes the video would buffer up. So in case you have that kind of a problem, I will shut off my video, so at least the audio should be clear. Okay.
So far, good, Prabhuji. We can
So far, good?
Yes.
All right. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gyananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Panchakalpataru Beshchakripa Sindhubhye Vichapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you all very much, dear Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, for having me. Am I talking to just one city group, or it is a multi-city group? If somebody can just let me know.
Only Bangalore, Prabhuji.
This is only Bangalore?
Yes, please.
And one particular area of Bangalore, or spread throughout the city?
Spread throughout city, across multiple temples in Bangalore.
Oh, not just different parts of the city, but across multiple temples also. So it is not like you all converge in one spot any time of the month or for a festival. You all attend programs which are just proximity is the factor. Okay, got it.
Yes.
So it gives me great pleasure to be with all of you, and Venkatesh Govind Prabhu really, I would say, persuaded me. I had a traveling plan, and somehow the plan got changed. So I could finally say that, yes, I will be in Mumbai, and then I can come and speak for a short time. So I was given three broad topics as a offering towards Radhanath Maharaj's Vyas Puja. One is considering his sadhana. Then how does he see pleasing Srila Prabhupada? And one of the things for which he is well known is devotee care or Vaishnav care. So through my own small observation, let me do justice to all these three topics as much as possible. Praying at the lotus feet of Radhanath Maharaj for empowering me to be as transparent as possible in conveying his qualifications and his contributions to the worldwide society of devotees. So talking about his sadhana, I came in touch with the temple in 1988, and we had a Bhagavad Gita class, and the session where we are introduced to chanting was taken by Maharaj himself. The introduction to the various parts of the Bhagavad Gita was done by 2-3 other devotees. And then they said that we will have a session on how to chant on beads, and that will be introduced by Radhanath Maharaj. That time he was not a guru, that time he was a traveling sannyasi and visiting India, staying in Chopati for a few months. And he did have responsibilities for Kurukshetra, Belgaum, just 1 or 2 other places. And now in retrospect that I see, That one round took about 7.5 minutes, and I was chanting first time in my life on beads, and I had two realizations. I was feeling that this devotee said there are only 108 beads. I thought mine has something like 200 or 300 beads. I'm simply not coming to the end. What's happening? I don't know. Any of you have that kind of a understanding or a history of remember the first time you chanted, it feels like forever. So that was my sort of feeling, misconception, and we all had our eyes closed, and then as I saw that the the beads are simply endless. At one point of time, I opened my eyes, and I can still remember that session where his eyes were tightly closed and he was chanting. And I got the feeling that this sadhu actually relishes what he's doing. He actually is immersed into it. Now, this was 18th or 19th of July, 1988. And then almost a year and 2 months later, I had joined the ashram. And we can see that, and we could see at that time that Maharaj's commitment to coming to the morning program was like a line in stone. And over the 35 years or so, there were so many occasions when the leading brahmachari as well as grihastha leaders would tell him that you don't need to come. He had asthmatic attacks, he had a bad stomach. So many times he could not rest for hours and hours in the night, and he would just get kind of a completely exhausted small rest period, say between 4:30 and 6 o'clock, something like that. It would clash with the morning program. Still, we would see him during Mangalati, and after Guru Ashtak, he would just go and crash completely. So seeing it for days and days, and people would say that, Maharaj, you don't need to do that. He would smile, but would say that, no, that's my duty. Now, this was the late 80s, early 90s. There was no internet, there was no mobile phone. So continental calls would be on STD line or ISD, international line. And some of you or most of you could be knowing that in America and India, we are almost like 11.5 hours or sometimes 12.5 hours difference. So 10 o'clock here, like right now it's 8:30 or something. So this could be 9:45 or 10 o'clock in the morning in America. It's like that kind of a difference. So 6 o'clock India time would be 7:30 or something America time, East Coast time. So one day we saw that he had just readied himself to come for the morning chanting, and the phone rang, and it was a long call. There were some issues going on, and like in Chopati, we have Mangalarti at 5 o'clock. So our chanting begins ideally at 5:45 or 5:50. And Maharaj came for chanting at around 7:05 or 7:10. And the next day, there was Radha Gopinath Prabhu, Govind Prabhu, and somehow the topic came up that Maharaj, what kept you yesterday? Like, is everything all right? Something like that, very simplistic kind of inquiry. And imagine he's saying, I am very sorry, I'm offering my apologies. I could not be there for chanting with you. And everybody's, their voice kind of fell. They say, oh no, Maharaj, you don't need to apologize. I said, no. When I insist that all of you should be sitting in one place and chanting, I'm also part of the system. So many things, so many festivals, so many classes, we must have heard about Maharaj emphasizing chanting. But this one example where he apologized when he had no need to, kind of conveyed the importance he would place on the morning sadhana. Another remembrance is about slightly embarrassing. There was a sannyasi, and it so happens that you just remember something and you need to talk it out. So in the temple hall, the sannyasi, like if you just tell somebody something, okay, we are supposed to meet at 10 o'clock, or did you talk to that devotee about something, but this went on for at least a minute or so. And Maharaj told me, tell them to stop. I was deeply embarrassed, Maharaj. How can I just tell them to stop? It is sadhana time. They cannot be talking now. So again, I thought I'd just wait for about 5 seconds and they can get over their conversation. But somehow, as with human nature, you remember something more, something else comes. And now Maharaj made a gesture with his eyes as if it is serious. Just go and tell them. So of course, I had the feeling that Maharaj, you should tell them. He's a senior sannyasi here. He's a senior devotee, at least not a very senior sannyasi. He had taken sannyas maybe for a year or so. But then I got up and I said, please, Maharaj, please, Prabhu, it is serious. Maharaj wants that you should not be having this conversation now. And they looked at me as if, hey, who you? Who are you to tell us that? But seeing Maharaj also there, they didn't say anything. This is something also we discussed, and of course, we could see that through them, Maharaj is teaching us a lesson. Sometimes guests come, Maharaj's dear friends come. We can see how much close somebody is. If the devotee is a really close sannyasi friend, Maharaj may just get up and embrace and just very quickly get over the pleasantries and again sit for japa. So he's not so much into making a big slogan or shouting. I think our Govind Prabhu has mentioned it many times that when people come to him for guidance, many times, not many times, almost majority of times, devotees have slackened their japa, and the Guru has every right to ask them about, are you having good sadhana? Are you doing it properly? This is one thing where Maharaj has never, ever told someone that, how's your sadhana? I don't think it is proper. Are you doing it properly? Of course. When the devotee has told that I may be lacking in some enthusiasm or I'm not doing it properly, then Maharaj has given proper guidance, but he has never ever probed into anybody's mind. And again, I'm not comparing for the sake of saying good or bad, but that's what his style is. So, as disciples or aspiring disciples or friends, it is good to understand the nature of our spiritual mentors or spiritual masters, Shiksha Gurus or whatever. Moving on to the second category of how much he is concerned about pleasing Srila Prabhupada, or in what way does he see his role. First of all, I would like to offer 1,000 pranams at his lotus feet for giving us this book, Journey Home. Without the journey home, none of us would have understood as to what exactly happened. How could a 19-year-old boy seeking God can understand Krishna in Vrindavan in such a miraculous way? I mean, just think about it. Today, I'm giving a outside the Bhakti circle example. If something happens and it is not even an earth-shattering event, you would like to make a video, you'd like to make a social media content, and hey, world, look at me, how wonderful things have happened in my life. I think every page of Journey Home deserves a long movie kind of a treatment where so much can be done to show what kind of thrilling action, horror, and dramatic things have happened. And he's such a person, he didn't even want to speak about it. It was His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj who practically kind of wrenched it out of his mind. On his departure bed, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj told him that, promise me that you will write your book. So we should all be mindful that by whose intervention we followers have got this book. And through the book, we understand like there is a cryptic message. Maharaj never says so much of Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Oh, I saw this so-called guru. He was completely useless. And I saw this one and he was just a miracle man. And I saw this guy, he was a Gyani. And I saw, in fact, just the opposite. Maharaj actually glorifies so many people to such a lofty height. So I had asked him that, Maharaj, why do you do that? He said, well, this is how a 19-year-old me saw somebody guiding me, and this is my gratitude towards those who helped me in my path. Well, but devotees are accustomed to people talking, nothing wrong with that, people talking about, oh, I went to 7 spiritual institutions and they were all just mediocre. And then I came to Prabhupada and Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai ISKCON, and everything was just copper, brass, tin, iron compared to the gold which I found. When Maharaj said it was my gratitude towards them, that kind of helped with one piece of the jigsaw puzzle. He said mainly the book is for the benefit of other seekers, Western seekers. In a short while, I will come to the main point, how this is connected with pleasing Srila Prabhupada. So more on the background of the journey home. There are devotees who would discuss about now, nothing to be ashamed of, but most of the devotees who had hippie backgrounds, counterculture, they were experimenting with mind expanding drugs, and they were coming from good families, middle class, higher middle class, and they had so much of industrial progress that there was no want. All they were lacking is a higher spiritual goal in life. Unlike India, up to the 70s or 80s, Even today, some people say, but of course, things are a bit changing. We were the beggar country, third world, developing country, a lot of corruption, beggars everywhere, poverty, dirt. The Western devotees had none of that. So after joining ISKCON, many devotees would discuss about which Baba Guru or what kind of combination of substances they would smoke or ingest or whatever. So naturally, some of the temple in charges had made a directive that, hey, nobody should speak what Maya you were in before joining Prabhupada, before coming to ISKCON. No need of that. And in that light, some devotees actually have met some people who say that why is Maharaj writing about all the things that happened to him, all the things that he did? And isn't that going back in the past when we don't need it? And Maharaj said, no, that's not my point of view. I want to show that how much merciful is Srila Prabhupada. And by talking about Naga Babas, Mahesh Baba, Jai Krishnamurti, and whatnot, like a whole who's who of all who were in India, in the spiritual horizon of India, and Maharaj appreciates all of them, surrenders to none. That is the most important point. And then saying that my mind made this decision that I am going to surrender unto Srila Prabhupada. That is the crux of the whole journey home story. He doesn't need to shout. He doesn't need to go on the rooftop and say Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we should also read the journey home from that particular angle. And among the very few, I mean, I don't know, apart from one god brother who came to Vrindavan from Italy and talked with Srila Prabhupada. He was a multi-millionaire at the time. Not many devotees had discovered India or Radhakrishna or Vrindavan. And here Maharaj had made a decision to accept Krishna as the Lord and Master of his life and surrender unto his dham. And then he was told that leave Vrindavan. And the Brajvasis, the Prasanavasis, they told, hey, your Guru Maharaj is making a Vrindavan in America. So go and serve there. So he agreed. And now there was this project of 7 temples on 7 hills. Prabhupada had just come to New Vrindavan and said, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. For about, say, 1974 till 2004. So something like 40 years, not much could be accomplished. Something was done, but not the way Srila Prabhupada wanted. And we had a small farm. That experiment also folded. That was a loss. So then we decided to take up this particular plot of land, eco village. And Maharaj is doing exactly what Prabhupada had wanted in America. 7 temples, not on 7 hills, but at least 7 temples. Jamuna. The last year or so, we have a Prem Sarovar now, a man-made lake with about 9 crore liters of water. Monsoons are plenty in Eco Village. So all over the mountain range, water comes down. Then he wanted swans, like in Vrindavan. So our devotees went and purchased some swans. Last month, he said, I want a boat. So the latest addition in Eco Village is a wooden boat, not a motorized boat, but a rowing boat. And we have donkeys there. How many of you know that? Okay, few hands are raised. Why donkeys? Like in India, if somebody somebody's a dullard, we don't say you peacock or you fox or you crow. We say you donkey. That's like an insult. I think in all languages it translates as an insult, isn't it? North, west, east, south, anywhere you go in India. Maharaj read somewhere that the donkey is the most abused pack animal or draft animals which are used to carry luggage or to haul weight. So the donkey is the most abused. And Maharaj said, now that we have Western guests coming over here, I want to show them that we have the most well-fed donkeys anywhere in India. So we had these two donkeys, and then one day Maharaj saw there is a Dhenukasur diorama. If you remember the Krishna book story, Krishna and Balaram are taking donkeys by their hind legs and wheeling them around, and that wheeling is causing their deaths, and they are thrown on the top of the trees, and then all the Talavan trees look very gorgeously beautiful like clouds. So he said, I want 4 more donkeys. So devotees are saying, but we have 2. He says, no, you don't understand. I need as many donkeys as are there in the Krishna book, the number. So Sri Nandanandan Prabhu, if you know, he's the Goshala in charge. He generally goes and buys animals. So he was deputed to go and buy the donkeys. And Vasudev Prabhu is also a very good manager. He was there. And Maharaj said, tell him to get good looking ones. And he was confused. Good looking donkeys? I mean, what do you mean? He said, yeah, send me their photos. So whatever candidates you choose for buying, they should be just not just healthy looking, but should be, I dare not say the word beautiful, but at least good looking. So just imagine being told by your guru that get good looking donkeys. So Srila Prabhupada's movement, we say Paschatya Desha Tarini, don't we? Every day we say at least 3-4 times. But there is a need for introducing Srila Prabhupada's movement in such a way that the Western world can accept on its own terms. Now, it's a long subject. Most of UK, Europe, America, Canada, Australia, the temples are now mostly Indian devotees are seen, Indian bodied. And Maharaj wants that something should be done to bring the locals back. Now, there are a huge number of obstacles. Things have changed. This is beyond our discussion here. But if we can see that the Journey Home book, the Eco Village project, they are all connected with Radhanath Maharaj's desire to bring Srila Prabhupada's movement to the local Western crowd. Now, 2 things are happening over there. These are also not very recent developments, but maybe last 15-20 years. People have begun to like kirtan and yoga. So Maharaj is planning to use these two as the chief vehicles for bringing people towards Krishna. So the annual flower festival for yogis, that is also becoming very popular. So naturally, we Indians, we complain that, hey, there are so many Westerners here. And Maharaj said, that's not for you, it's for them. So last year we bargained that, but we want one for ourselves. He said, I don't mind. Then Maharaj saw that some of the senior Indian devotees, like our counselors are also now, many of them are in their late 50s, mostly in the late 50s, early 60s, 70s also. And they were quite threatened with the youngsters chanting, dancing in such a way which was a bit violent. So he said, let us have 3 flower festivals. One for the international yoga crowd, one for the local Indian crowd, and one for seniors only, where the younger crowd will be dancing in the courtyard. If you know Chapari temple, they are told that you can't come up, and the entire temple hall is for seniors, where he said you can dance without fear. So, to sum it up, in one satsang program, Maharaj said that, don't you guys feel happy when you serve me? It was a disciple only program, so he had used that kind of a language. Don't you feel happy when you just serve me? Because it is part of the process that you serve your guru. And naturally, because the connection goes to Krishna, and if Krishna is there in the circuit, that happiness current has to come down and you feel happy. So he said, why don't you feel that I should also feel happy in doing some service to Srila Prabhupada? So please help me understand why I am doing what I am doing for Srila Prabhupada, and please help me. So these were some thoughts on the second category. Now about devotee care or Vaishnava care. I haven't heard a definition of Varnashram like this anywhere. When in one of our counselors' meetings, somebody asked, Maharaj, what do you think of Varnashram Dharma? Now again, ISKCON has no shortage of scholars and we have so many books. Somebody said, we need Varnashram. Somebody says, we don't need Varnashram. Okay, we need Varnashram to help understand others. Maharaj said, my idea of understanding Varnashram is devotees just serve each other in the mood of the servant of the servant of the servant. That's all. When he started the devotee care system, like a counseling system, that's what he called. Maharaj, who's a counselor? He said a counselor is a friend, a guide, and a philosopher. Nothing more, nothing less. First of all, when I say he, it means the spouse also. Husband and wife are both included. So a friend, a guide, and a philosopher. Big festivals, Rath Yatras, Janmashtami programs, huge temple crowded with devotees, that may give a newcomer the understanding that, hey, Krishna Bhakti is not to be done in seclusion. I am so happy that there are so many people here. So that takes care of, say, half of the requirement. That I can see many people like me here. Like a family man would, or a family would like to see some other family over there. What about personal guidance? So for that, he encouraged devotees to take this position. And now we have almost 100 families or so. And very, very efficiently, devotees are taking their position they are taking very seriously their responsibility. And of course, just like any family or any business, it has its own issues, it has problems. But there are also inbuilt check and balance system. There are also ways in which we can settle down any kind of untoward issues or problems coming. But the benefits of this system far, far outweigh the issues which may come from it. So these are some of the salient points. I was told to speak till 9 o'clock. I have about 5 minutes left. Anybody has any quick comments or questions I can take before I close?
Devotees can share their comments on the chat or they can raise their hands. We can unmute. And if it is yes, Braj Krishna Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, prayers and senses. Thank you so much for sharing about Maharaj there. And you had been so much from early days with Maharaj. So I have heard a lot about Maharaj youth preaching in America. So, and how Maharaj came and things. So, but you may have been with Maharaj in the early days, and you know more about Maharaj. Like to speak something Maharaj moved of American preaching before he shifted to India completely. And Maharaj's current concern about American preaching, there as you've been sharing that Maharaj mood is Saraswati Prabhupada. So if you want to speak something upon this.
Upon leaving the shores of India, Maharaj went to New York. And from there was an announcement in New York temple that there is a vehicle going to New Vrindavan. And Maharaj boarded that vehicle, went to New Vrindavan. And seeing his, Maharaj doesn't have much facial hair, but he had long hair right up to his, at least way low on his back. So the people over there, they were actually very unusual kind of people, rustic, rowdy, you can say, village type. Even they found Maharaj a bit too much. So I had gone to New Vrindavan, and there is a Radha Vrindavanath temple where he was Pujari later. And the previous owner had a pig house called a pig sty. And they said, let this Shaivite or let this fellow stay there. They didn't find him fit to stay in the ashram over. The ashram also was not a great place. So he would sleep over there. He would not surrender his hair. He was not initiated. Later he took initiation. Then that Radha Vrindavanath temple Pujari post was given to him. And for so many years, almost till the 80s or even beyond that, he served as a Pujari. And then one fine day, he was just told that get out and start college preaching. So he went, and what to do? You have to speak something about current affairs. So he said that this world is such a place that there will never be lasting peace. Like, look at America. And the Vietnam War is taking such a toll of our youngsters. And he saw that the public was murmuring a bit, and he didn't understand. So after the class, he asked somebody that, I mean, why did they show some surprise when I mentioned the Vietnam War? They said the Vietnam War ended 10 years ago. Where were you, under a rock or something? So he realized that Krishna, all these years I was just a pujari, hardly in touch with the outside world. But then he's such a genius that within a span of, say, about 6 or 8 years, he had 10 good college programs going on throughout that part of America. Columbus, Cincinnati, Athens, that means the state of Ohio, and West Virginia. So 10 Ohio State University at the time was the largest university in all of America with more than 65,000 students. So I also came to know just 2 years ago that he also was involved in academic preaching with Sadaputta Prabhu. I don't know if any of you are aware. He was a genius, a PhD from Cornell, one of the founding members of the Bhaktivedanta Institute. And so Sadaputta Prabhu would give a complete academic class, cutting edge mathematical research, quantum physics, cosmology. And then he would say, now my friend Radhanath Swami would give a Vedic angle of what I said. So that kind of thing he did. 1986, he came to India again. And then he was given charge of the Chopati temple. And he was told that, don't worry, these college programs will go on. So he came to Chopati, and within 2 years, not a single program survived because there was no one to go and travel and the kind of thing which he would do. So these were some of the things which he did from, say, 73, 74 till about 86. Is that okay, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
If it is okay, Prabhuji, the couple of devotees have a couple of more questions, some comments. If you can go.
That my print here is a bit small, so if somebody can read the chat comments, that would be
Yeah,
nice.
so we're thinking, Prabhu, if you can go ahead till 9:15, Prabhuji.
Well, okay.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Dinavantha Chaitanya Prabhu, you wanted to ask some questions.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Shamanan Prabhu, for the wonderful it's sharing Maharaj's sadhana and also his love for Srila Prabhupada, how he expressed it. But you mentioned about Journey Home, Prabhu. So, all of us read the Journey Home and we had the similar experience that we felt so connected to Maharaj after reading that. And we're so grateful to His Holiness Bhakti Tirth Maharaj also. So I wanted to understand. So you mentioned that Maharaj said it is primarily written for the outside audience, but it is also something which inspires all of us at whatever stage we may be in our spiritual journey. So Journey Home and Journey Within. So among these two books is what Maharaj has given us. So what should be our approach when we read? I mean, what should be our attitude when we read these books as disciples or as aspiring disciples, Prabhu?
Very good question and a very important one. Of course, the guru is a hero for the disciple among many heroes, and we need heroes in our life, otherwise we won't survive. If we don't have a proper spiritual hero, then we will have our own rascal mind as our hero, our own ego as our hero. So that's like the throne being made. And if we don't put Haridas Thakur, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Srila Prabhupada, our own guru as our role model there, very soon our mind will occupy that. The mind is shameless. The ego is shameless. So that's the danger. So we can read Journey Home on many levels. First is to appreciate the thrill of it. Those of us who like history or geography, how can somebody walk over land and come from Europe to India? Some of the places were safe at that time, now unsafe. Some are bit safe now, but very unsafe at that time. So history also changes, geography also changes. Then we can see how a penniless beggar kind of person can tell our border security guard that I would like to do something for the betterment of India. That's a promise he gave. And he never forgot that promise. So, in short, Journey Home is the story before he met Prabhupada. Journey Within is the philosophy of what Srila Prabhupada taught him. And that is given in a way in which a modern Westerner can easily understand. So, seva, sadhana, satsang, very nice way of saying that do something for others, keeping Krishna in the center. Engage in the practice of chanting in the association of others, satsang. And dedicate your life for doing something selflessly. So it looks like so many other messages coming from so many other paths, but they all have the Krishna center inside. The journey within stories are also meant to transcend cultural boundaries. So the next book coming is a offering from Maharaj for his friends and disciples and godbrothers, and it is about Vrindavan Dham only. His Braja Leela through his classes and the kind of Vrindavan which he knows, understands. That book, Maharaj says, is only 1,600 pages long. And he is not yet satisfied with the editing. So he said, only when I am satisfied, we will print it. And he would like, first of all, to give free gifts to his godbrothers and close friends. But so that's what he is working on right now. So as Indian bodied devotees who are here, and we may not have any chance of directly preaching to Westerners, but we can at least appreciate, we can at least understand. And who knows, if anybody here has a desire to help Maharaj, you can always come in touch with somebody who is doing something. So that's like the Gundicha Mahajan, where Mahaprabhu is splashing water all over the walls of Gundicha temple. And there are hundreds of devotees who are filling up pots of water from the Indradumna Sarovar. So there is somebody right in the Sarovar itself, somebody on the bank, somebody in between. You get the idea? So it is not necessary that somebody has to go to America and start a Western oriented preaching center. No. By staying here, if you can become one link in the chain, you can still be a part of this particular mood and mission of Maharaj, where he wants to serve Srila Prabhupada in this particular seva. Is that all right, Prabhu?
Very much, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Sri Balaji Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Shyam Prabhu, Dandas Pranam. Thank you so much for the wonderful insights, Prabhuji. So I read Journey Home during my earlier days of starting practicing Krishna consciousness, and then like a month back, I started hearing the audiobook of Journey Home in Maharaj voice itself. That's a wonderful, and I relived that reading. But that audiobook made a lot of impact, and especially one point, Prabhuji, I was thinking about the determination piece that the quality Maharaj has, which Maharaj has showed right from the childhood. And so I wanted to have a request, Prabhuji, that from your perspective, which one instance where you saw the determination strongly being displayed, if you can share.
Oh, one. There could be dozens.
There would be more.
I mean, right from small but significant ones, that he was determined to make youth preaching in India successful without doing anything superfluous. For example, one Prabhupada disciple who was in India, and he said, look, Indians want to go to the West. That's all. Finished. End of topic. So you just catch hold of Indians and say that we will give you green card. We will give you an entry to the West. You just come and be sincere and serve in Chapati for 4 years or 5 years, and your passage to the West is guaranteed. Somebody came and said, I would like to do rock music, and Indian, they like Bollywood, so they would like rock also, they would come. These are just two, there could be many. And we had asked Maharaj that, do you think this will work? He said, no. I am just convinced that culturally presenting Krishna consciousness in a way so as to appeal to the young crowd, 100% will generate that kind of faith in Prabhupada. And the way he guided Radhesham Prabhu, Gaurang Prabhu, and many others. So now we see that that is history as to how his core ideas of doing things in a particular way have helped. So we have seen his determination in these kind of conceptual things to philosophical things. Like one day in his room, the way he sits, he has a bolster pillow, and he just made a gesture like this, showing by his hand that 90% of my reading is in these first two sections. So it has only Gita, Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prabhupada's lectures, that's all. But he loves books. Anytime I see something, previously at least, I used to say, Maharaj, this is a book I liked and I have got it for you. He said, oh, thank you so much. Maharaj, this is a biography of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, 3 volumes by Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. I said, oh, thank you. I always wanted that. So doesn't say no, but his determination is that what he will use, what he will derive from something, that has to be from these books given by Srila Prabhupada. So, I mean, if you're interested, one day we can just talk about various things like projects, determination in project, determination in sadhana, determination in construction, determination in devotee way of life. There could be so many subtopics for that. But these are just a few examples.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Ananda Prabhu, you wanted to share something? I know we have a lot of questions, but I just need to wrap up also quickly. Ananda Prabhu, you are there, or Adare Prabhu, we can go ahead. Adare Prabhu, you can
I'm
go
sure
ahead.
Anand Prabhu is there. Yes,
No,
Prabhu.
you can go ahead, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, I'm there.
Okay,
you can go. You can go ahead, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation.
You're
Just
welcome.
wanted to ask you, Prabhuji, that how Maharaj has got such clarity, because once Gaurgopal Prabhu was saying that if you really want to know Maharaj's wisdom, you should attend his calm meetings. Whenever like management meetings comes, Maharaj wisdom comes in a big way. So I personally have seen how Maharaj can guide with such clarity even a grihastha. Whether a grihastha goes to Maharaj and asks whether should I continue my pregnancy or abort because doctor has told to abort, or whether it is a leadership thing or any other thing, Maharaj's solutions are with such clarity. It is really mind blowing. So how to understand that Maharaj has got such clarity in his life?
Well, one day he said that I never got married, I never had any intention, but I know about marriage so much that people take guidance from me. And then he laughed. So, yeah, that's true. One reason is that he gives 100% of his attention to anything. I have seen in a project where there are 6 or 7 people involved, Maharaj knows nothing about it. And then when he asked A, B, C, D, E in turn, so what will you be doing? So what is your role? What is your role? What is this thing? What does the finished product look like? What are we aiming at? And people were amazed that all he needed to do was, okay, it is good. It is giving employment to some people and we are hopeful we can do it. Go ahead. Not like that. He goes deep. If he's not into something, then from his point of view, it is superficial and you can't drag him into it. But once he says, okay, I am interested, I'll give you that time. you are assured that till he gets clarity and till he gives you clarity, he will not leave it. So correct, that is one thing which he has. And I think it all depends upon like a simple thing. I don't know how the discussion started, but it ended with Maharaj saying, if you want me to serve as a philosopher, I'll serve you as a philosopher. If you want me serve as a guru, I'll serve you as a guru. If you want me as a friend, I'll serve you as a friend. But in no situation, I am anything but your servant. That's the level of relationships which he looks at from his point of view. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. I think we are
Thank you
running
so
out
much.
of time. So, but I think just one question, I think coming from the devotees, Prabhuji, like Maharaj always mentions about, like, he's really requesting the devotees to please, help him in pleasing Srila Prabhupada. But how can we please Guru Maharaj? How can we really, what can we really, be pleasing to him, staying so far, right? Not so much connected to Bombay or Pune or any of his projects, staying in Bangalore. How the devotees can really please Guru Maharaj.
One thing is, whether devotees who are not exactly connected with Radha Gopinath temple or the hospital or the Gopal's Garden school or the eco village, doesn't matter. If you strive, if you have some efforts taken consciously to become a factor for unity in your local project, whether it is managed by RNS disciples or not, it doesn't matter at all. But you are seen as a factor of unity. You are seen as a net contributor. That will make him happy. He has said that you don't need to come and tell me that, Maharaj, this is how I am contributing, this is how great I am, or not. We will not say I am great, but this is how I'm doing. Last 25 years, I am in this management team or whatever. Let one person, third party, come and say that, Maharaj, your disciples are doing a great job here. And you have won his heart, for sure. That is something all of us can do, whether we are physically connected with a project or not.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving us that clarity and strong direction as well. Like, what we should do and how we can really please Guru Maharaj by serving even the projects which is really, not so close by, but aligned here, the locally, and through unity and through being an instrument of unity in the local congregation. Thank you. Thank you. I think we are running out of time, but before we just
thank
pause
you all for
this. No, we are really, really grateful to you, Prabhuji, for spending
having
time
me.
with
First
us.
of all, my dandat pranams to all of you. Vansha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu bhayavcha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Big thank you to all the organizers. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. We would look forward to have your association physically in Bangalore sometime, Prabhuji. And that would be our desired aspiration.
Prabhuji, you said about determination in project, determinations, other many aspects. You said it can be a different topic to discuss. So please give us one more chance to hear about Maharaj's determination.
I will.
We'll be very grateful, Prabhu.
Thank you. And we are also very, very thankful to His Grace Premanimai Prabhu, who has really helped us in facilitating this program. So though Prabhuji is taking care of so many projects in Odisha and in Bombay, so we are really grateful to him just for being here in this platform today as well. I think Prabhuji's voice is not okay, so he's not able to join on the video. But we are thankful to him as well for joining and for kind of facilitating this program. Thank you, Premanimai Prabhuji. And once again, thank you very much, Prabhuji. And we're really, really honored to have you and hear your wonderful decades of realizations over the more than 4 decades. We don't have any words to express our gratitude. We felt that, we really got the association of Maharaj through this humble and Zoom platform today. Right. Otherwise, we hardly
Please bless me that I do some tangible service to Guru Maharaj in this lifetime. Please bless me, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So I'll take your leave now. Venkatesh Govind Prabhu, thank you so much. I don't see you here, but
He's here, Prabhuji.
okay, you're there.
Very much glad,
Yes.
Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. So now we're kind of towards the end of the program. So I think we have one or two offerings still left. Do you have Avatari Chaitanya Prabhu? Like, he is also planning to share his offering. Avatari Chaitanya Prabhu?
Haribol Prabhu, Tanar Pranam.
Yes, Prabhu. Would like to hear from you, Prabhuji.
Haribol Prabhu. Prabhu, there were some devotees. Let me just check, Prabhu, who all is remaining. It's okay, Prabhu. We are done, Prabhu. We are done with the program, Prabhu.
Please.
Prabhu,
Please,
everyone.
please.
Really, Prabhu.
Please.
Just give me 1 minute, Prabhu. I was not expecting this. Just 1 second.
Yes, Raji. Yes, so to be honest, it's beyond our imagination. On a working day, we have more than 100 participants joining, for this program, and everybody's, poured their heart out and sharing their gratitude, remembering these wonderful qualities of Maharaj and how we can really follow them. And I think all of us, had a lot of takeaways from today's session. And definitely, we're really looking forward to our mega program that's coming on just next Saturday, right? Not this Saturday, next 29th of November. All the devotees have been really planning for months, for this program. And we have kind of, really packed schedule starting from 2 o'clock, So this is the only, humble request is that, yes, as you have really said your, time with us with so much of enthusiasm, and I would request all the devotees also to be please on time to be there at 2 o'clock in our Seshadripuram temple, and then we have that way we'll kind of please Guru Maharaj and by inspiring each other. Thank you. Yes, Avtar Chaitanya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj. Please accept our most respectful obeisances unto your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Dear Gurudev, the first verse of Shri Guru Ashtakam says, Samsara dava nalali dhaloka Pranaya karunya ghana ganatvam Praptasya kalyana gunar navasya Vande Guru Shri Charanar Vindam. Dear Gurudev, this verse says that we are burning as if in a forest fire. And as our Gurudev, you extinguish this forest fire in our life by your healing life, by your life healing classes, merciful glances, heartwarming smiles, and uplifting kirtans. Your classes not only remind us about our constitutional position as eternal servants of Krishna, correct philosophical deviations in our intelligence, and remove unlimited, unwanted samskaras from our polluted minds. Simply being in your presence is a blessing, and we are able to experience Chahra Niketa Gelo, Pape Dure Chai. Thank you so much, dear Guru Maharaj, for having such a transcendental healing effect on our lives. Dear Gurudev, you have given us the most precious deities of our life. We were introduced to Krishna consciousness in the programs at Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Mandir, where we also met you for the first time. Then in Pune, we had the blessing of living under the shelter of Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra. You have also blessed us with service to Shri Shri Radha Brajasundar. Now that we are living far from a temple, these deities are providing us immense shower of blessings for us and so many devotees who are taking the regular darshan and services. Maharaj, what can we speak about how you have nourished us with prasadam throughout our lives? We experience your love for us in the nectar of prasadam we have had in yatras. We are trying our level best to cultivate these qualities. Dear Gurudev, we get new light about loving dealings of their lordships and their devotees in every class that you give, and we learn so much about pure devotional service from them. Recently, Guru Maharaj, we relocated from Pune to Bangalore. Initially, we were very apprehensive about our devotional service here. How will we get association, engagements, temple programs, festivals? But dear Guru Maharaj, we have such a wonderful family that Srila Prabhupada has given us. By your Srila Prabhupada's and Krishna's grace, we got wonderful association of the most enthusiastic and sincere devotees we could imagine. The devotees here are so welcoming and encouraging that we have felt completely at home after coming here. We have been engaged in services and learning so many devotional aspects by mercy of the devotees here. Also, some families here are trying to meet every week to discuss Krishna Katha. Thank you, dear Gurudev, for your unwavering support through your disciples, lectures, and kirtans. Eternally grateful to you, dear Gurudev, for giving us such enriching experience through your divine association in the form of your nectarian lectures, kirtans, the devotees you have cultivated, projects like GV and Yatras, praying at your lotus feet to bless us so that we are able to follow your instructions sincerely and faithfully till our last breath. Your absorption and intensity in devotional service inspires us the most. And also, your genuine care and personal concern for each and every devotee is so heart touching. We aspire to have just a small fraction of these qualities. You put your heart and soul into every action of yours. Kindly bless us so that we may realize someday how much efforts you are putting for all of us to progress in our devotional service. We feel very blessed to receive your mercy through your wonderful disciples. Maharaj, just as you are so committed to the service of Srila Prabhupada, we pray that we may have a fraction of your dedication and become instruments of your love and compassion in this world. We are begging for your mercy to have unmotivated and uninterrupted intentions to please Guru and Krishna. Maharaj, we pray that our children take wholeheartedly to the process of Krishna consciousness and blossom in devotional service. Kindly empower us so that we may always remain your insignificant servants in sharing this blissful Krishna consciousness with others. Your insignificant servants, Avatari Chaitanya Das, Prem Priti Devi Dasi, Rishikesh, and Janvi.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. And we are very, very grateful to Maharaj for sending you to Bangalore so that we really get benefited. And once again, we are very, very thankful to you. The way you really hosted today's program, right? We are really ending the program on time, right? So all kudos to you. And I'm also grateful to our devotees like Sri Balaji Prabhu, Sri Gorkurna Prabhu, Other Go Prabhu for organizing, for coordinating, this program. And yes, and we they say right with a teaser hai, and pura and the festival abhi baki hai. That's for next Saturday. So yes, let's continue our absorption in hearing and chanting and remembering the wonderful qualities of Guru Maharaj, and yes, let's make an humble offering that we are planning to have it on November 29th. So anything else, Venkat Govind Prabhu or Adare Prabhu, Srivalaji Prabhu, anything else you'd like to share before we wrap
Our
up?
services would have been incomplete without your guidance, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for engaging us, Sudhir Prabhu.
So, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Guru Maharaj.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Sudhir Gopal Prabhu, Authority Chaitanya Guru for all the guidance and engagements.
Prabhu, all of you have organized so wonderfully, Prabhu, and engaged me also, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Dandavat pranam. Haribol.
Thank you everyone.
His Holiness Radhanath Swami
Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna.
Jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Srila Prabhupada.
Sure.
Hare Krishna.